coffee. I need a coffee. I need a coffee. Oh, it's all going to fall over. Hang on. What have I done? You stay. There. That's better. That's better. Is it good? On your bed, puppy. Oh, you got. Oh, I got you. Wait on. Have some patience. Have some patience, puppy. Have some patience, puppy. Got some in the kettle there. Good. How we going, everybody? How was your morning? Whoop. I apologise for not coming back on yesterday. I'm just taking it a bit more chill, working in the garage on my own and stuff, so some buzz along at that. On your bed, dog. Hey, you, bed. Not the floor. Oh, right, I need to do more push-ups. Can't even open the blooming packet. Come on, Greg. Right. What are we going to do today? We're going to do a workout, do a bit of a chat and a workout. Yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, do some push-ups and stuff, and we'll see how we get on. Got to keep moving. Still recovering from those skin the cat rolls a bit. Sort of went a bit far. My shoulder was a bit sore, so I stopped, and then I was showing Susie them. She did it too, so that's cool. But yeah. Yeah, hey, g'day Celtic. How are you, man? Good to see you, bro. How's your day? How's everybody's day? How's everybody's weekend? We're just hanging out at the moment, have a chat. Do a quick workout shortly, some push-ups and stuff. Not for too long, just 10-15 minutes or something. Have a chat. 36 people in here. Do say hello. Do say hello. New little channel I got here. Self-improvement channel. Positive energy, right? No politics, no trolls, no religion arguments. We just hang out. So if you're aiming up in life, you're in the right place, mate. Trying to build the dream. Starting off with the coffee. So yeah, if you're new here, say hi. Check out the channel up there. You can check out the channel. Doing better, brother. I was sick as hell for the last few days. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. It's good to hear you're doing better. I've been a bit drained myself, man. Just you know how it is out here working on the property. All the stuff going on. I'm just going to bring my charger with me. I'm going to end up out in the cabin. I'm migrating. You have a dare for me? Oh, I could consider it. I could consider a dare, mate. What's going on? Hello, dog. Hey, no, dog's in. Hey, here, bed. Hey, you. Come to bed. Come to bed, buddy. Come on, in. I know, but you'll just hang in. Well, you've just been out the whole time. No, you back up. Back up. You stay there. All right, you got to stay. I'm just going to take my coffee here. Take me coffee. There we go. All right, get in there. Nice blue sky today. It's blue sky in the trees. Yeah, it's my dogs there. Yeah, Zed and Heidi. Yeah, it's not a... I don't know, it might be a bit bright for the blue sky, but there you go. Nice blue sky today. Nice and quiet. This is why I left the city, man. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Right. Go do a bit of a workout. I need to get a workout in this morning. Nothing crazy. We'll just chat and hang out. Morning, Link. How are you, mate? Hope you're doing well. Oh, great. We got a new roof leak. Oh, that's awesome. I don't know. I didn't seal between the sheets yet. Now my gym's wet. That's a problem. And I don't have the tripod. So it'll be in the garage. We'll go for a walk. Chat. Cameron's coming along. Yeah, it's getting there. I haven't worked at it for a few weeks, man, to be honest. I'm working in the garage and everything. Go down there. We're going to wander down to the shed. We're going to go get the tripod. How's it going, everybody? 40 people in here. Do slow. If you're new here or you want to know what the channel's about, you can click on my name up there. This channel's essentially all about the keeping you motivated, keeping you inspired. You know, I'm lazy. I'm really lazy. I'm not motivated, so I try and show discipline and just work through things. We're getting there on building the garage. We've been building a whole garage floor because I built a garage without a floor. So hang on, we've got to get the tripod. I don't know where I left it. I've been doing this yesterday, guys, off stream. I got some more flooring in. So this car was in here when it got the garage built over. So we're getting a bit of a floor going. We just got to get that back corner finished up and have a big clean up. As you can see, the roof leaks here, little holes because it's all used iron. So we'll fill in all that. That's one of today's jobs once it dries off a bit. Tripod. That's what we want. We want the tripod. Alright, there we go. Here we go. What has happened since you've been here last? Yeah, man. Oh, so crazy. Yeah, I've been at it every day. Basically, the garage floor, originally I'd only done this back bit, so I've torn up everything else, and we just got this last couple of bits here to do. And then I'm going to extend all the shelving over, and we're going to shelve up all the walls, and then we're going to get tidy. But yeah, it's an absolute mayhem at the moment because we had to tear everything, all the shelves over there and down, and yes, that is the current situation. We'll chat soon, guys. It'll take my time and trip over. Nick, I just turned my phone off. I was like, alright, mate, hope you're alright. Oh, there's my angle grinder I was looking for. That's smart. Alright, very good. It was a quiet morning-ish. The rooster's going. We've retrieved the tripod. How's everybody's weekend? I need some updates, guys. How are we all going? I'm exhausted today, man. I mean, the roof started leaking above my gym, apparently. It's a first. I've got to get up on the roof and seal between all the sheets of roof stuff. It's a big problem. Yeah, it's pretty cold at the moment. You're missing. Oh, you're all right, Matt. Oh. You're good. What else did I miss in the chat? Sorry, guys. Like and subscribe. That's thank you music. Hug a tree, please. I could. There's a big tree there. I'll get the tripod set up. But yeah, that's the first time I've seen the roof leaking around the gym. It's usually, it's heavy rain though, so. It's alright, it's better to find out that there's a leak in the building now than when it's finished. It's just you have to seal between all the roof sheets, and I haven't done that yet. Still got my coffee here too. Sorry guys, the setup time can be a bit sometimes. Here's that. Dumb people are texting you. Yeah. I feel that. Sometimes you just want to be left alone. I get it. Sometimes these devices can be a prison. That's it, right? Like, we have to remember that, 30 years ago there wasn't internet. 30 years ago your option was like a newspaper or a video game, right? Or go outside. So yeah, it definitely does affect us. We're not, as humans, we're not conditioned for this. We're not we're not evolved for it as such, you know. So. But yeah, I agree, man. They can become a prison for you, right? I think I missed some chats here. Mapping one's genome, a younger version of the genome is beneficial for tailored medical treatments and keeping an unaltered, undamaged copy of their DNA, a feasible means of survival until immortal. But what makes you you? You know, cloning yourself, mapping your genome and cloning yourself, right? That wouldn't be you. You are your experiences, your journey, right? Yes, you'd be you in physical form, but you know, you can't clone somebody off to the same and copy the genome and have, you know, all the memories and things, right? Hey, good vibes. Good to see you again. Greetings from England. Good to see you, mate. Choose to turn your phone off and it's overstimulating. Yeah. Sometimes it's a really good idea to do that. Like, I have hours in the day where I'll put my phone in a cupboard, like I'm doom scrolling stuff. I'll literally just put it away, and it's like I need 3-4 hours without my phone. You know, do what you got to do for yourself. You know. Yeah, I've turned on basic message filtering. It does hold some stuff for review, but it doesn't always get it right. It has caught a few comments we'd rather not see though, so that's been alright. I'm gonna have to add some. Basically, the way to do it with YouTube is you have to add like filtered words and stuff. It's kind of the hard bit, but see, like case in point. We'll hide that one. I'll politely decline your request there. My ex-girlfriend used to ask me that after she had that habit from me for the first year of the relationship. So no, I'll pass on what you were suggesting there. Well, I guess I'm going to get wet feet because of the wet floor. I'm going to try to do a bit of a workout. Hey, Daniel, great to see you. Happy Saturday. Yeah. Well, Sunday, yeah. It's Sunday, about 11:30 in the morning, Sunday here in little old New Zealand. Alright, guys, I'll try to do the rollo, but yeah, I did enough of them the other day that my muscles I haven't been using are like, dude, we need a break. So just giving it a couple of days there. Alright, we'll see if I can do my new truck without wrecking my shoulder again. I just did too many of them the other day, and then I rested, and then I showed Susie how to do them because she wanted to try, and then I got most of the way over and messed up my shoulder. Nearly fell on my head. Yeah, I'm sure it does. The problem with that's what all those kind of things are for, mate. That's what all those kind of things are for, is to make you happy because the world's so hard. But the problem is the longer you're going to do those things, the more you're going to burn out your system. And nothing will ever make you happy but those kind of things, right? So it's not real happiness, it's false. You're trying to buy it, but now you're stuck, right? You'll see recovery stories, once people get out of that, they can build a great life for themselves, right? That would be my suggestion. It's not a path you want to go down. I'm going to go get a drink of water. I'll be down there and... Oh, okay. I don't know what's happening. Oh, no, guys. I'm here to do a workout and try and motivate people with self-improvement, so I don't know what all this chat is about. We're here to improve our lives, not... Yeah. Okay. I don't respond to trolls, guys. I'm here to work out and chat. Positive chat about self-improvement, that's what I do, so I'm not here to just talk rubbish. Appreciate it though. Yeah, I do need to not do too many of those today. So they're getting easier. Gravity Core Fitness was saying to keep my legs straighter before I rotate back, so that's what I was focused on just there, trying to improve that. But I never would have thought it. You know, I'm 39 years old. I started fitness a year ago, right? Not even a year ago. I started doing push-ups on YouTube in August last year. Yeah, it's going all right. I never would have thought I'd be rolling over into a German hang like that. The move is called Skin the Cat. It's called Skin the Cat, apparently. I'm trying to get into the full German hang with my head up. We're getting there. We're making progress. Let's give my arms a moment here. Yeah, no silly questions, please, folks. Don't need silly questions. I guess they're trying to get you involved in their own hobby, right? Trying to get you going, mate. Oh, these suck so bad, but I'm getting better at them. It's just I'm meant to like not pull my knees up too early, right? I'm meant to keep my legs straight like an L sit as high as I can. Go over, and then on the way back, I'm not meant to bring my knees to my chest. I'm meant to keep my legs kind of straight, and then just only bend my knees to get through the bar, right? So that's what I'm trying to work out with these. Zachy, good to see you. Zachy's a fan, bro. Zachy's all right. He's just being cheeky. Yeah, Zachy's all right. I'll let you know if it's an issue, Celtic. Unless it's like really bad. It's all good. Alright guys, let's try to get this done. Like and subscribe and all that. Oh, yeah buddy. Yeah buddy. There we go. I'm getting better. Why are we... What's going on, Celtic? Yeah, just leave it be, bro. Leave it be. You just let someone, like, you can let a bit of trolls talk and stuff, Celtic. I just ignore them, man. It's all good. Just, we do need the engagement, unfortunately. Like, clear it out if it's real bad or a major spammer or something, but yeah, we don't want to hide too many people. Just a 10-minute timeout. Another day on YouTube. Yeah, all good. Hey, Troublemaker. Dropping a like. Thank you, bro. Massive shout out to Troublemaker for, he did the new channel picture. Thank you, bro. I really appreciated that. I didn't expect it, so it was a nice little thing. Nice to be thought of. So, yeah, it was really well done on that, man. Love it. How are you getting on, Trouble? What's going on, mate? Zachy, you should be all good now. But yeah, Celtic, don't worry about like little comments and stuff. It's just if people really mention stuff they shouldn't. Beyond that, I'm keeping an eye on it too. It's pretty alright. Oh. Jesus loves me. Thank you very much, mate. Hey, Survival, good to see you, man. Can we get to 20 likes, guys? What do you reckon? We're close. We're close. Take a rest. I'm just resting a little. Try to take a couple of minutes between these this exercise. Seems to go better when I do that. I don't want to get stuck upside down. Susie did one and she got all the way over, and then she couldn't roll back. I had to help her roll back. So yeah, I don't really want to get in that situation on my own. Should be alright though. When are we going to swap V8? What for, bro? Just on a break, bro. All good. Very happy to help out. Much appreciated, man. What a legend. Yeah. So, and also, guys, if you're benefiting off the channel, it's helping you at all. We do have community posts. There's people post their art they work on and all sorts. Doesn't matter what you're doing in life. It's not about fitness. It's about just building the life you want, being around the right people, right? So here we have a group of the right people to be around. Right, like, you know, they're aiming the right direction in life, right? It's not all the kind of losers you meet in the real world. So if you want to be part of it, just keep it chill. Oh, I do like my morning coffee. Yeah, having a quick workout, man. Having a quick workout. Practicing the German hangs. So, yeah. Difficult. The rollover bit is called skin the cat. And then there's the German hang is when I'm trying to get my head up and posture it properly. I'll do one more in a moment. There you go, we got 20 likes. Thank you guys, still appreciate it. I'm only just starting to do the L-sits, so the L-sit pull-ups as well. Might start skipping those on the end of it. We'll see how we go. It's definitely, what's making my legs come down out of the L-sit is my core's failing. I'm getting old. Need to do a bit more core work. What up, Bear? All good here, man. All good today. All good. Just practicing this. Alright. Just let that sort of stinging go away a bit. Let the shoulders loosen up. It's pretty tough. Survival. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. Much appreciated, dude. The support from you guys since I got monetized has been incredible. So shout out to everyone who's donated. Shout out to all the members. It's all helping me build the channel. So much love, guys. Alright. So rather than just bring my knees up, and the same when I'm rotated over, my legs are hanging down, I'm not meant to just bend my knees to my chest and roll. I'm meant to be trying to keep sort of as straight out as I can. I mean, I've got this in the way. But yeah, really I want to be bending my knees only to get through here. Is what Gravity Core Fitness said, so I'm working at it. It was originally the Jason Zena channel taught me these. Alright, let's give it a go. I'll give it another go. Wait, baby! There we go. Big and strong. Big and strong. Stay safe, bro. Getting back to the grind. Awesome, bro. Good to see you, Trouble. Thank you for stopping in, man. And yeah, once again, bro, really appreciate you doing the new channel photo. I need to do one of those banner ones next. I haven't got a banner on the channel yet. It's a whole heap of stuff I need to do. How's everybody going this weekend? What's your plans? Who's got some exciting news for us? What is good, my good people? Go sleep. G'day. How are you? How are you, man? How's your day? We're just hanging out, have a bit of a workout, a chat, whatever. I'm practicing these, skin the cat rolls and German hangs at the moment. Sorry, got to give myself a couple of minutes to recover or wreck something. The shoulder's been injured a couple of times as well, so I do have to be careful. Of course, I've never hurt myself working out. It's like old Dennis over Men of Action, woman pulled his back throwing a football. That's always how it goes, right? It's never doing the thing that you never injure yourself doing the thing that you think will injure you. Good, bro. Just at work, bored as hell. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Working on the weekend. Yeah. Oh, mate. It's been a long few weeks, I tell you. I just my head was beating me up last night. I didn't end up streaming yesterday. I was having a F everything moment in my head. And my brain's like, oh, just delete the channel, you're not helping enough people, and you're not working enough in the garage, and the whole concept of the body doubling, it's not working, and you just and just my head telling me lies, right? I suppose. I don't know. It happens, so yeah, I just took a little time. I'm just pointing out it all still happens to me. It's just all about how quick you get back up, right? So when you feel that coming on and you know it's not true and you're just being hard on yourself, you take a little break, give yourself a moment and jump on back to it, you know. It passes, you know, if you don't let it take over and act it all out too much, it passes, right? Life. But yeah, as I say, it's all about, you know, keeping going. But I'm just pointing out, you know, like, I'm not motivated. This channel's about being disciplined, not motivated. I'm not motivated. I don't want to be doing a workout right now or anything, but we're here, right? We're going to keep at it. Well, that's the thing, isn't it, guys? You can either actually be doing something with your time, or you can be just scrolling and talking rubbish on the internet. The difference is I'm progressing. I'm pushing myself through a workout and stuff, man. And you're just on the internet wasting your life. So, no, man, you already lost, right? By talking crap at me. So, I don't know what response you want. I'm just gonna, no. I'm not there. I'm just not impressed. Thank you for looking. Most welcome, mate. What are we training today? I'm doing skin the cat rolls into a German hang at the moment. Do another one in a moment. But yeah, just practicing these. So I'm trying to keep my legs as straight as I can until I have to clear the bars on the way up and on the way back. Some of them I'm throwing an L-sit pull up on the end, but I'm kind of resting those at the moment. I don't want to push it too hard. I only started doing them like 3 days ago, so training as well at the same time. Oh, that's good, mate. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. Coming in with comments like that, and then I call you. I'm sure you are, man. You know, what does it Gen Z say? Cap. I'm going to call cap on that one. All right. Getting my head up in the rolls are hard, but I'm getting at the end in the German hang part. I'm struggling to keep my head up, and it's a lot on the core, but that's all right. You're working out at home with me, bro? You're working out, are you? You come to troll me. Oh, I see the kind of working out you're doing. Yeah, you're doing. Yeah. I follow. See, that's your idea of working out. This is my idea of working out, bro. Yeah, you're so cool, bro. You're awesome, man. I wish I could go on the internet and troll like you. You're awesome, man. You're so clever. What am I gonna do, eh? How many pull-ups can I do if I'm fresh? Oh, like probably 10, 12 in a row, man. I don't do too many in a row. I'm building it up. We'll get there. We'll get there over time. Yeah, I started working out August last year, man. August last year was I started on YouTube doing 200 push-ups a day for a prostate cancer foundation charity. So I was doing a charity thing for them when I started. That's coming up. We'll be doing that again in September, guys. But I think we'll go bigger on the challenge this year. So we got the month of September will be Blue September again for the Prostate Cancer Foundation of New Zealand. They wanted the equivalent of 25 push-ups a day was the basis of the challenge. I was starting out, but I went, I'll do 200 a day. I think this year we'll do like 500 or something. We'll do 500 a day for the 30 days. Maybe something like, I think 1,000 might be a bit of a push, but 500 I could work through reliably, you know. Get rid of this fall here. Yeah, mate, you have a nice day, mate. You have a good weekend. Not doing too long one today, guys. Should we do one more? I'll probably just do one more and call it. And we'll have a chat. We'll just chat instead. Just a light workout today because I've got so much I want to do in the garage with flooring and stuff, so I'll be smashing that out later on. So, don't want to wreck myself too much doing these. We're getting there. They're getting better. Will that be on your channel? I can put something up, bro. Put something up. Do you mean me doing a lot of pull-ups, or was I talking about something else? Oh yeah, the push-ups each day. Yeah, bro. We'll do that live. Yeah, I do everything live on here, bro. So I do workouts like this. We do like self-improvement chat streams to help with depression. Mostly like task paralysis, right? Overthinking. That's mostly what I deal with because it's my own experience, right? So I'm just trying to share my battle and help people go through the same kind of stuff, right? Where you're thinking, you're stressing, and you just can't get yourself to action. This channel's all about helping people with that, man. Day by day. So if anybody has any questions, yeah, just feel free to ask. All right, I'm going to do one more skin the cat roll, as they call it, and then try and hold a bit of the German hang. This will be the last one I do, guys. Then we'll have a chat. All right. Yeah, I definitely don't be doing more of those today. I'm still recovering from the last lot. Of these. So, all right, last one. Then we'll just do a self-improvement chat, all right, for about probably half an hour or so. Keep these lives a bit shorter. I always worry I'm going to mess it up and fall on my head. So, bringing the legs down is the hardest bit. Still not good on those L-sits. My core needs more. That's alright. Let's go have a... Oh, I finished my coffee already. It's not good. But yeah, in September we'll be doing the Prostate Cancer Foundation push-up challenge again. So I'll probably lock in 500 a day for that. That's how I got started on YouTube. Was doing the 200 a day for their charity. So that'll be in September, right? That'll be September for the Prostate Cancer Foundation charity thing. But yeah, last year that's how I started fitness, right? It's actually how I stayed consistent. Working out on the days I didn't want to was I've got to do 200 push-ups. I really struggled with the 200 push-ups a day at first, but then on these days, it's a lot easier. But at first, doing even 100 push-ups a day was really difficult consistently. But when it was for a charity of people suffering way more than me, it stops you from not turning up because you're going to let them down. They're going through what they're going through, and I'm going to give up doing some push-ups, when they're battling prostate cancer. So that something like that can be a really good thing where you're helping other people and you're locking in yourself, right? There is a benefit back to you from it. Obviously in the most positive way I can frame that. All right. Sit down for a minute. I'll have a chat. Anybody else want to chat? I'm just gonna. We'll just blob for a moment here. I'm annoyed my cabin roof's leaking as much as it is. We should get out in the sun. Where's all my deck chairs gone? On this one. This one. I'll get my boots back on, folks. Hang on. Get myself decent again. Keep forgetting to use my new tool belt. I bought a tool belt for building the cabin in the garage. It's still brand new. We should make sure. That was ridiculously cheap, man. It was like 20 bucks or something. My first ever tool belt. 39 years old. Look, I'm a big boy now. You guys have seen me on stream building the garage and the cabin and stuff, and all the bolts go in my pocket. Then Susie has to ensure they don't go in the washing machine. So look at that. Probably going to be too big for me. Look at the size of the belt. How big are these builders, man? Get that shed torn down. What'd you do with it? I got it half torn down. We're going back at some point to get the rest of it. It's more than half torn down. Like half the building is down, but a lot of the time was roofing iron and stuff like that. So it won't take as long, anywhere near as long next time we go down there. So yeah, we got half the shed home. Yeah, half of it sits stacked up here. Won't be putting it up for a while. It was more about getting it now and getting it here, but I do need to. It'll be on stream over the next few weeks, guys. Loading up cars to go to scrapping some car bodies. We're going to strip out at least 2 of the 300 ZXs. I'm going to strip out for parts and take them away. I have too many cars here. It's just come to that point where there's a couple of cars that it's just I'm not ever going to fix them. I need to continue to narrow my focus and, just accept some hard realities of life. That I have hoarder tendencies, right? Hoarder tendencies. I was raised by a hoarder. One of my parents was an absolute OCD neat freak, and the other is a hoarder. So, Contractor as a trade. Oh, I work for myself from home, building cars and stuff. Usually, but yeah. At the moment, I thought, we'll refloor the garage. It'll take a week and a half, and we're like a month later. There's chaos outside. It's a big job. That's the thing, is I'm kind of beating myself up at the moment that I'm streaming these chats and workouts, or I'm streaming working in the garage and moving the camera around, engaging the chat a lot. I've noticed like it's slowed down my garage productivity, down to 30%. So sometimes I'm in there off camera and I'm just like smashing stuff out, Did that yesterday. Just didn't feel like being on camera. Was just beating myself up mentally, feeling like, I still doubt myself with this channel. I doubt myself all the time. Sometimes I really believe in myself. Other times I'm like, man, when are we going to have 50 people in here? How much impact can I have? How can I reach more people? That's the goal, is to try and reach as many people as I can. So it'll happen in time. You just have to believe. It's just sometimes, I still, we all have that doubt sometimes, right? How does that work? What do you mean there, Nikai? How does what work? Manly Man Tool Belt. Yeah, Manly Man Tool Belt. Brioche, I have no idea who that is. Couldn't tell you who that is at all, my friend. Oh, I'm guessing you meant to take those tags off that they stapled on too. Alright, rip the nail out of there. That's nice for like $20 from a hardware store. It's not bad. Yeah, I don't know who that person is. Sorry, Brioche. Not a clue. There's one staple out. There we go. Oh, isn't that nice? Of course, I've built half the cabin and the garage without one. Typical. Got a hidden message there I'll have to look at. Have to tap my screen and see what it's on about. Oh, see, why would it... I might have to turn that... oh, hang on, guys. I'm just going to turn that off. 1 second. 1 second here. Can I change that while I'm here? I can. We go. Alright, I should stop holding messages now, guys. Hopefully the trolls don't take liberties. There we go, mate. Look at that. The tool belt, mate. Look like I am John Cena. Got me myself on, mate. There's not enough to me. This thing's made for big fat builders, mate. I'm not a... There we go. That's how much extra I have to American size. Alright. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, look at that. He's all set to build now. Now I look like I'm a real boy. Right. Why didn't they put just a blimmin' click together on it? Why are they done like a belt like that? It seems like a lot of kerfuffle. Yeah, oh no, Bear's using all the freaking member emojis. That is the benefit of membership there, guys, if you're interested. It's called Supporter. There's a membership level called Supporter, and it's just if you want to support the channel and what I do here. You get some cool emojis, you get a green name, and that's it. Because I'm not going to make member-only live streams. I refuse to do it. Because I'm here to help people, and when I was depressed and really struggling with task paralysis and everything, and overthinking and that, I wasn't in a position where I could have paid anybody for anything. So, if you want to help support the channel and support other people who can't afford that, there's an option there, and that's all I'll say about that. Read last, please. Sure do. What's my favourite show on Netflix? Ooh. I quite like just chilling with like King of the Hill or American Dad or something, to be honest, man. I always like King of the Hill. The Heidi emoji, yep, we got the Heidi emoji as well. Sorry, Nicole. Second guessing life, we all do. We all second guess life, Nick. We all second guess life, mate. It happens. And psychologists help people to stop smoke. They count on relapses. That's a part of the process of reaching the goal. I think of that sometimes. Yeah, yeah. I think it's a lot of it. I've seen a lot of people in other channels that help with addiction and stuff, like Men of Action's channel. There's some people coming there who have real problems, and they're like, man, I stopped doing this drug or whatever for 8 months, and now I've relapsed, and now I'm screwed. It's like, you're not. You had one little relapse. You went out drinking. You went out whatever. That doesn't mean that you have to go back to the full problem. You've already got off at once. So as long as you catch it, the sooner you get back up from falling, the sooner everything comes right. That's all you got to remember. You might not feel like in the moment you feel like giving up. Everything in you is telling you, oh, just F it. But then I always have that thought. I'm like, sooner or later, I'm going to have to get back up. I'm still like, no matter how much I don't want to finish this cabin some days, like last night, I was like, I don't want to finish the cabin. I don't care about the garage. Like, I hate the life I'm creating for myself here. Just doubt, just everything. Just didn't want any of it. I could have jumped on a plane and gone to the other side of the world in that state of mind, right? But I know that's not true. I know it's not reality. I know it's not me. It's just me having a moment, right? So I have to step back from that and process it and be like, okay, well, we'll get back up tomorrow. So you get back up the next day. And I still feel like shit today, and I don't feel like being here, and I don't really feel like being on camera, but I come and talk about it and be vulnerable about it because I think you guys can benefit from it. So I'll put it all out there. I don't mind. It's just reality. Mama K, great to see you, mate. Yeah, positive energy, positive energy. You don't know about life anymore? That's all right, Nick. You're young, mate. I still don't know about life, Nick. All my friends, you talk to people, and when they're adults, like everybody doubts themselves, man. Nobody's ever totally sure of what they're choosing. No, like it's like, oh, like you need to grow up and figure out your path and this and that and whatever. You always hear that from like parents and stuff growing up or people that age, So what are you going to do when you get out of school? And they lay all this pressure on you, and you kind of got to turn the lens of actually look at what they've done. A lot of the people like that, a lot of it is them trying to tell you, like, stay focused, do this because they didn't do it. That's what they got told to do, but they didn't really do that. And you just kind of go, you'll find that most people are lost, man. It's all right to be lost at times. You got to kind of wander along, lost in the forest a bit to find yourself sometimes, right? We all have our moments, like, You got to remember, like, when you have these moments in your harshness or whatever, it doesn't mean this doesn't mean you're a failure. It doesn't mean things aren't going to get better. It doesn't mean you're not going to figure things out later or enjoy life. You're just having a moment. You're human. Just, you can write off a fair lot sometimes to, you're human. You're an emotional creature. You're affected by things. And as you grow up, you learn and you get less emotionally reactive. You get more in control of yourself. You learn what kind of people you can trust and can't. We don't know any of this stuff as a child, right? That's all you learn on the journey, right? And try not to make the same mistakes. But if you do, it's not the end of the world if you make the same mistake again. There's no point beating yourself up going, damn, why did I do that again? I'm such an idiot. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, maybe a little bit, but everybody is having all this stuff happen to them. Most people just aren't talking about it because it's not socially acceptable to talk about this stuff. This is taboo to talk about stuff. Oh, men don't talk about feelings, but that culture is changing because we got raised by the generation that wouldn't talk about their feelings and wouldn't deal with stuff and wouldn't actually handle it properly. So the next generations come along, we're kind of all traumatized, and we're now like, well, actually, we're gonna sit down and talk about mental health. We're gonna actually shine a light on this because it's necessary. Yeah, Mama K, exactly, mate, exactly. I think things always have different circumstances. There can be things, things in the past that are a long time ago, and you move on with life, and then everybody wants to judge you. I've got people who still judge me from like they know me as who I was back then, or they hear a rumor about me or something, and it's like, okay, well, they never asked my side. Never once from any rumor I've ever heard about me in any aspect of my life Have I ever had somebody come and actually ask me for my side of that story? They just believe the person who told them, right? So life goes on, guys. Life goes on. All you're focused on, and who you are is who you are, like now. Like what have you become? You're not your past. You're not past actions. You're not past freaking. If you crash a car once accidentally, does that make you a bad driver for the rest of your life? It's like, no. Does a race car driver runs off the road, a Formula One driver crashes in a fireball and destroys a multi-million-dollar car? Do they fire him from the team? No, because they understand accidents happen, things happen, right? If you don't pay a loan back in life once to a finance company, does that mean you can never get finance again? No, your credit score might be damaged. You might be in trouble for a while, but you can affect that and bring it back, Life, you can always look at the people who come back from severe drug addiction. Look at the stories of those on like Instagram and stuff and YouTube, people telling their stories. They're just people. They're just like you. You think those people didn't doubt themselves that they'd make it? You think they didn't doubt that they'd, It's life, man. You're never too far gone. That's it. If you got air in your lungs, you're never too far gone, mate. Your feet hit the floor in the morning. You got this is the kind of things I've gratitude for. I wake up in the morning, I get to stand up out of bed. Simple as that. There's some people can't. There's people born with no arms, no legs. There's a guy, Richie Parker on YouTube. I should actually add that to the playlist on here. I'll add it to the channel playlist, the story of Richie Parker. Because I'd like to actually mention that a lot. That's the story that inspired me. The guy was born with no arms. You know what he does for a job? He's a CAD engineer for NASCAR. For one of the most winning teams in NASCAR, he does the computer design of the chassis and components, right? He has no arms. He draws CAD with his feet on a keyboard and mouse. He builds his own cars with his feet. He crawls under with an angle grinder between his feet and grinds and welds exhaust pipes together. There's always some other poor bastard has it worse, guys. Never too far gone. Trying to follow the career choice of my father as a baseline, but also trying to improve on what he's done. It just helps me feel like I got it figured out. Yeah. Yeah, you can learn through any discipline, right? It's like how the gym transitions to everything else in people's lives, right? But fitness is always the best place to start. Fitness, diet, sleep. Like working out, sleep, and your diet is, if that's not right in the foundation, you can't do much, right? Because it's going to give you that self-confidence and that energy and that, the dopamine you need naturally and all these things. And then it transfers into everything else in life. So it's the same as you trying to follow your dad's career path. You might not do that forever, but you're going to learn valuable skills and you're going to do whatever. You could completely change to a totally different industry that's still going to apply, right? Nobody really knows where they're going. No, I've seen people who have raced motorbikes. I had a friend who raced motorbikes in New Zealand for 20 years. I can't really say too much about his career. It would narrow it down too much. But yeah, he raced a lot in New Zealand. He did very, very well. I'll leave it at that. But he gave it up in the end because he'd done it for like 20 years. He'd done it since he was like, a child. He was racing motorbikes and that. And he did it and he got to the top level and succeeded at the top level. Absolutely. But he reached a point where it was like, well, I don't actually want to do this anymore. I don't want to do that. But to everybody else, his whole identity was what he did with that. And now he's on a totally new path in life, out traveling around more and yeah. You can always change your path, man. There's chapters to life, things change. CJM says you should be proud of everything you're building, not just the material stuff, but the community you're building. You're on a great path, brother. I appreciate it, man. I was, as I say, I talk about the doubt. I've been talking in this stream about the doubts I've had lately. Like last night, I just wanted to my brain was trying to tell me to just give up everything, and I don't like any of the life I'm building. And Susie's like, well, what would you want instead? I don't know. So it's just the pressure of this. It's me feeling like I can't do it. But as I say on here every day, I'm not motivated. I don't feel like I can succeed at all this. But I'm going to believe and I'm going to push through and I'm going to keep going. Just the biggest thing in my head is I got all these cars in the past and all the situation, and I'm going to spend the next 3 years of my life clearing out cars and facing what I like. I don't want to be building cars like this anymore. I don't want to be doing this down in the garage. I don't want to have all these parts to sort through and clear out and blah, blah, blah. And I'm nearly 40, and I'm like, man, I'm probably going to be like 45 by the time I can actually fully transition into something else in life. That's what eats me up. That's what it is. It's eating me up. That, man, I'd rather just have none of these cars and none of this right now on a fresh slate. But the thing is everything's tied up in the cars as assets and stuff. So, you know, I could sell up everything now and have a few pennies in my pocket, a bit of money in my pocket to start something. But I don't even know what I'd start right now. So the best thing I can do is continue the path I'm on, and it all has to be done. It all has to be cleared out properly anyway, and cars built and stuff. So I'll just keep at it. I think I'll be a lot happier once, not happier. I think I'll be a lot more. I have more evidence once I can actually get a couple of cars done and out the door. Um, but that's life, man. Taking time. You haven't slept at all. That's no good, Nick. You need to get sleep, mate. Sleep is the most important thing. It really is. For your mental health and your ability to cope with situations and things, lack of sleep is going to be your biggest issue. Hunger being the second. You look like your hugs are slightly above average. All right. Well, great path. We're all rooting for you. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. We're getting there. I mean, yeah, we got. I think it's like 43 members now. So I'm just sitting there looking at it like, okay, well, what are we buying for the channel in future? We know, they pay you once a month or something. So yeah, I'll keep chipping away at it. I want to get a DJI mic. That's my main thing. The biggest issue I have with the channel in my head, the channel issue, as far as the whole rest of my life, the channel issue for me is about, like, I'm trying to work in the garage and stream that, but like YouTube doesn't really like them. We hold 5 viewers doing that stuff. We get basically no subs when we're in the garage. So it's these conversations and this that actually gets the engagement and all that. But I don't want to be one of these streamers. As I say, I don't want to be a streamer who's only chatting to camera all the time. I want to show the unseen work. So these chats kind of to get people involved, I guess, and then I'm on doing that. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I think I need to make it so it's with the garage stuff that I leave the tripod there and it's filming and I'm just working rather than coming back checking chat all the time, rather than constantly breaking my focus. I love engaging the chat. I love doing it, but it's also, it just messes me up. I'm struggling to balance it. No, thank you, Alessandro. I'm good, mate. I don't do any politics, my friend. This channel is all about focusing on your own life. I'd suggest you do the same. Because if you care so much about these world issues, right? And you want a virtue signal to the world that you care, but the only impact you can have with your time on these issues is come into my chat with 8 other people and spread that message. Well, how are you doing anything? You might as well be like, make it a Facebook profile picture, like, I support da-da-da. So you're not doing anything. Thoughts and prayers in the comment sections on the internet, it's not doing anything. The pointless use of your time, it's a distraction they want you to be involved with rather than actually build your own life. Well, because what would you do if you wanted to control a society? And you want them to not go out and achieve much and just kind of live, exist to die, right? What would you do? Feed them crap food? Give them medications owned by the people who own the food companies own the pharmaceutical companies. So they give you the crap food that makes you sick, then they sell you the pill. And then the rest of your life, they're distracting you with, oh, this is happening in this country, and that's happening there, and this is there, yeah. And the best thing you can do is what? Change your Facebook profile picture? You can come into a chat with 8 people being like, oh, support this country. No. The best thing you can do is go, the world is effed up. I need to look after my parents. I need to look after my siblings. I need to look after my friends. I need to look after myself. So rather than put all your time at that, you put your time at actually building a life, which is what they don't want you to do. The whole system does not want you to do that. The whole system is to have you distracted and angry about something happening completely on the other side of the world out of your control. And that's all you have to talk about. It's all you have to discuss with your friends and stuff. I can't even go into a supermarket without hearing people go, oh, well, there's something about the war and the fuel run and this and that. Who gives a shit? It's a waste of your time. You can have no impact. The best thing you can do is go around people's chats where they go, oh, it's just bullshit. I know you're after a reaction. Well, there's your reaction. There's your comment back. There's your narrative. I'm going to turn it into exactly what my channel's about. Cutting out all these distractions, because your whole life will just go down the toilet. You'll eat, sleep, work, and stress, and You got all this pressure of everything going on. I have no idea. I have no idea what teams are doing well in the World Cup. I don't even know where the World Cup is. There's a soccer World Cup. I don't know what country it's in. I don't know what teams are playing. I don't know who's winning. I don't give a shit. I don't care. It's pointless. It's all distraction. You could be out on the road in a truck. You could be out hiking. You could be out exploring the world. You could be out traveling other countries. You could go do anything else. You can go ride a bike outside. You can go have a picnic. You can go walk a dog. You can do anything else. But everybody spends, not everybody, but a lot of people just spend so much time looking at bullshit. Then we feel like, oh, I'm not achieving enough in life and I don't know what I want to do. And it's like, well, get out there and figure it out. That's my take anyway. I can only perceive what I can perceive. What I do know is this. Get yourself out of the city. Get out to the country, mate. If you're stressed in traffic and shit and whatever, just get out to the country, mate. It's 12:17 lunchtime. There's a fly buzzing around, but that's about it. But you've got the internet, you can get everything delivered and all that, right? Oh, you can't, I couldn't get Uber Eats out here, but I don't need it, But if I need a car part or something, like I can order the dog food. I order online. If I order it before 3 p.m. in the afternoon, it's here the next day. It's coming from 300 miles away. It's here the next day. So why would I live in the city? Why would I subject myself to that and pay, crazy rents? Like everyone's like, oh, well, all the jobs are in the cities. It's like, well, they're not. All the city people are saying we can't find jobs here. There's no jobs. And everyone, there's 2,000 applicants for an entry-level job and shit. It's like, well, there's more work out in the country. How you doing, love? Oh, we've got a steak. Oh, we got lunch going. Oh la la, steak for lunch. Oh, nice, mate. Beautifully done. Just how I like it, almost mooing. Does being a mechanic pay decent? I need to figure out a trade. Do not become a car mechanic. Do not become a car mechanic. Do not go anywhere near the automotive industry. Would be my suggestion. Because cars are changing now, right? Modern cars, everything has to be done at the dealership. So, and everything can just look up a video on why automotive technicians are leaving the industry from working at dealerships and stuff. You just go look into it, man. And you get greasy all the time. Like, pick a job where you're not going to be covered in grease and oil and shit all the time. It's not good. It's not a good time. If I was going to suggest an industry to go into, you want something that over the next 30, 40 years, AI, robots, whatever, are not going to take that job. That your job cannot be outsourced by technology. So you're going to be a HVAC installer in house roofs. You crawl up in a house roof and you're running all the heat ducting and shit. That pays well. Being an electrician, that pays well. No. Another industry that's doing really well at the moment, of course, as things get more scarce in the world, as everything gets more expensive, there is one thing that'll make you very good money at the moment, as far as a manual labour job, is home security, business security, putting in alarms, putting in camera systems, learning all that stuff. That's a massive industry, because what happens? Economic crisis, right? The poor get poorer, the rich get richer. The worse it gets, we saw that through the look at what's happened with this recession after the lockdowns and that. It became a case of, how much did theft go up in stores and retail and all that, right? How much did burglaries go up? All that happens as the economy tightens, crime's going to go up. So people then want security. So that's another. So that would be my recommendation at the moment. Learn to install CCTV cameras and systems, stuff like that. But like even power washing, water blasting houses and stuff is changing to guys using drones now. Like, even the window cleaners have lost their jobs to technology. You know, the people who, they set a rope on top of a apartment building, right? And they rappel down the rope and they're squeegeeing all the windows in all the office buildings. Most of the companies aren't doing that now. They're using a drone. So the guy just pulls up, puts his VR goggles on, and just flies up and down with the drone, or stands on the ground and just goes, oh, yep. It's a drone with a water blaster nozzle on it with a hose to the ground. They're doing the same with farming in New Zealand. One guy's selling drones that has a tank on it, and you go and fly over all your gores and stuff and spray all your weeds in your paddocks, you know? So, like, all the window washer guys who rappel down ropes are going out of a job right now. Not because AI took their job like an office worker, because somebody just is using a drone. So it's, you know, like a 1.5 meter wide drone. They do house roof washing and shit with it now. So now you've got a service where instead of somebody walking all over your house roof and homeowners like, oh, I'll get broken tiles or whatever, you don't break any tiles because they fly a drone over it with a nozzle down. Just, you know, they put all the foaming product on it. It almost looks like a car wash, you know, when cars get covered in the foam, you know. Just doing that. So there's options. You just got to look around. It's sort of one of the good things you'll find on Instagram scrolling. Sometimes you'll find ideas like that, what people are doing. Entry-level contractor job, yep. To start getting some skills, but yeah, the last thing you want to be doing is crawling around under cars, mate. Trust me. Take my word on that. If there was money in fixing cars, I'd be a very rich man by now. See a fruit orchard and or vineyard in your future. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Once I got some land, I might do a little vineyard or something. I used to work vineyards. I quite like that. That's what happened in New Zealand back when I was working the vineyards. A vineyard takes 5 to 6 years to establish, to put in all the posts and wires, put in your plants, and actually grow them to the point you can get grapes enough to sell wine, right? If you start a vineyard, you work at it for 5 or 6 years, then you can make money. And every man and his dog went and did that after the 2008 recession. Back when I was still working in that industry, it was after the recession. New Zealand wine was like, oh, German wines, this is whatever. New Zealand wine was really hype and really high value. It was like $40, $50 a bottle. So everybody went and set up a vineyard. But 6 years later, suddenly they're like, everybody came onto the market at once, and all these people who thought they were going to get $40, $50 a bottle for their wine they were selling were suddenly up against, in New Zealand alone, there was like 300 competing companies all in the same year, all started selling their wine, all started bringing out their brands. So the price of a New Zealand bottle of wine went from $40 down to like $8. You know, so, yep. But yeah, it just went from being something expensive that then everybody goes to get in on it, but then by the time it's 6 years later. Yep. So yeah. As I said, doing home security or HVAC, you know, how long is it going to be before you see those Tesla robots and stuff that are going to do dishes and whatever? How long is it going to be before one of those can get into a house, up into the roof, and lay out a full HVAC system? Or do roofing on a house or something, right? These are the jobs that are going to be in labour that are going to be protected. Electricians make a lot of money, but again, I'd probably rather crawl around if I was to do it all again. I'd rather crawl around in a roof doing HVAC or something than crawl around under cars. Minimum wage job at a trampoline park. Oh man, you get to play with trampolines though. Perks of the job. Don't fall over, dog. Starting a maintenance supervisor position for commercial properties, medical officers. Basically hire the vendors that repair and maintain the properties, pay us pretty good. You can try that, yep. Advisor type stuff and yeah, handling that. I know somebody once who did a job rostering a train schedule. They used to be a pilot and then they changed job in that and they ended up rostering for a train company, rostering the schedules of what staff were on, you know. It's all got purpose. It's all got meaning. You know, people got to get places, right? It's like if you work in a supermarket, people are like, oh, it's a bottom level job. I'm not doing anything for society. It's like, well, somebody has to sell the people the food. You're still doing something. Yeah, we're so hard on ourselves that we're trying to like be that person, like we're trying to change the world or something. It's like, well, most people don't. the majority of people never do. It doesn't mean that they're just like doing nothing with life. It's just more, how do I put that? You know, look at all the people over in Asia and stuff. There's just millions of jobs. Do you think the people working in the factories in China their whole life making the crap we buy on Temu, do you think they feel they have meaning and purpose in their life or something? You know, you're just making stuff that's going to end up in landfill, right? But they're providing for their family. They're building the life, you know, that way. Hey, puppy. Hey, puppies. Where are we going, puppies? Yeah. Oh, dogs. Yes, right. We're going on here. We're having a run around, are we? There's half that shed we tore down. We got half of it home. We got to tear down the rest of that shed. The next couple of weeks sometime we'll head down there and finish pulling down that garage we bought. So this one is going over there where that flex is. So I've got to find, basically I've got to take that car to scrap. We're going to take that Ford Fiesta to scrap. We're going to strip out that 300ZX and scrap it. We're going to strip out that 300ZX and scrap it. So we'll get rid of 3. The old Ute, the old Hilux Ute back there will be going in the garage. We're about to rip the cab off that soon before it rusts over winter. Right. And then, so this will go up over there. So we've got one cabin there. I've got one cabin I'm building there. I've got to clear out cars and have somewhere to move the caravan, because until the caravan moves, I can't put this garage up there. Otherwise, I won't be able to get the caravan out. So it's meant to be like a big C shape. Once I level all this out, once the caravan's gone, we're going to retain it across there. We're going to put a deck where the caravan is, and that's the front of this other garage. We're going to put that over there. All right, so all wrapped around the big home tree here. See, big home tree. Big tree. All right. That's the mission. So yep. You happy you have a job? I definitely need more projects. Yeah, you're not wrong. Not wrong. It's all from a different chapter of my life, man. It's a chapter where I was all about it. I was out all over the place, all over the country all the time, towing trailers and chasing it up and doing motorbike track days every weekend, and life's changed, you know. I'm a lot happier this way. A lot more content. Make sure it don't fall in the garage. Nah, she's alright, mate. She's alright. She's big blooming big tree. How much land? Oh, it's about an acre here. About an acre. Gonna move on in future. But I'm giving it about 10 years. I'm gonna move on and buy like 10 acres is what I want. Get some sheep, get some cows, maybe a llama or 2. I need goats. I need a donkey. I've decided I definitely need a pet donkey because they're hilarious. It can live in my swamp with me. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah. Well, one bad decision in life, you know. People lose control of their emotions when they're drunk or something, and they make a decision or to drink drive or something or whatever. They end up, you know, ruin your entire life for one bad mistake. So that's why you got to be a bit sensible, right? All right, dogs, you gonna come in now? Zeb boy, here. Come on. Where's he gone? Zeb boy. He'll be around somewhere. Come on, puppies. Bed. Hurry up. Hey. See if Dumb and Dumber appear in a moment. Children. Oi. Bed. Yeah. Getting ignored. Yeah, Zed can get out under the garage at the moment. Someone gets a little spot. Oi. Bed. Yeah. There's one. Bed. Come on, Dum Dum. Doofy. Oi. Here now. Yeah, right. He's just up the back of the garden there. I'll find him in a minute. Just want to make sure he makes sense. I'll go sit down inside with these fine people. Get out of the... What's that?
I'll make sure he comes in.
Yeah, we'll make sure he appears. Oh, mate. See, people ask what I eat quite often. There you go. Bacon. This is breakfast or lunch. Bacon. Eggs. Chicken from chicken. Oh. Bit of cheese. Oh. Swap that out like that. That's pretty much it. Right. There we go. Oh, I'm a bit hiding in the darkness, aren't I? Hang on. Oh. No, it's too bright there. How's that? Heidi off. No. He's on the garden on the left. Yeah, he's over there. He's just being a silly dog. He did a scratch at the ground. He's already done his biz. He's just being a... Hey, seriously, he's in that garden. I just saw him. He's still in there. Should be. The dog is being a menace. Yikes, guys. I don't know. I think we'll drop that line of conversation. As I say, this is a self-improvement channel. We're trying to work at that. I don't know. Can we get to 50 likes? We're nearly there. Won't be on. I'll probably do another 20 minutes or so, guys. See where the conversation goes when it starts to get into, like, we're not talking about the right topics. You know. Well, there we go. We're nearly there. Oh, man. Talking about back in school, apparently. Back in my day. I like that I'm unk status enough now that I can be like, back in my day. Knock, knock. Hello. How are you? Heidi, can you off? Go on your bed, dog. Yeah. Anyway, we'll drop that topic, guys. We'll drop that topic. It's not really what we're here to talk about, if we can do that. Sorry that I blow up your likes on your shorts. Did you? Did you, CGM? Don't apologise. I like likes. Likes are good. Do check out my shorts, guys. If you're in here, do go over the channel. Look at some shorts. Throw a like on them if you like them. Yeah, Zero and Frog, as I've said like 3 times now, it's a self-improvement chat. It's not about talking about all that, right? We're not going to just make that the discussion for 20 minutes, you know.
I'm just going to work out.
Yeah, sweet. Must be depressing to not live a moral life. Like, what do you have left as a person if you just mess up the world? That's exactly it, Venter. Like, pretty much, Venter, everything I want to, everything I see that it's like, oh, I can make money doing this and that, it's like deceptive. It's manipulating people and stuff. I'm just not about it. I'd rather be poor. I'd rather be poor than be disingenuous, than put on a mask and try and twist certain words to get what I want out of people. I don't think it's... in what country, Uncle? What country are you in, mate? Again, this channel is all about self-improvement and self-focus. This is where a lot of people need to learn this. That's the most important lesson, is start looking at your own life, not what's happening in society. Oh, she's just blimmin' turned on the Bluetooth. Yeah, all good. Sorry, went to Bluetooth for a moment. We might have lost sound. New Zealand, what do I think about the increasing crime in the country? Beyond my control, man. You know, there's no point me talking about it or something. You've just got to live your life. It's the same as some war overseas. I can't do anything about it. Let's be real. Also, not sugarcoat stuff like all the other self-improvement people. That's exactly it. Yeah, I'm not here to sugarcoat it. But I'm not here to, like, again, it's the only reason I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff, Frog, is it's just not self-improvement. It's everybody else and what's happening in the world. It's all distraction. I just can't stress enough how much time you are losing to distraction each day. To stuff that just doesn't matter. It might be affecting your life. It might be, the fuel prices went up because Trump and the Strait of Hormuz. It's like, I say it on here a lot. It's like, it makes no difference. When I go to the fuel pump and I need to put fuel in, I put the fuel in and I pay how much it costs. I don't need to know that it's because Donald Trump said this and the ongoing conflict in the Strait of Hormuz and it's all just shit I don't need in my head. So I don't look at any of it, man. Yeah, it's totally pointless. And then the more you can cut out of that, the more you can, like, I'll scroll through some reels and stuff, and I'll literally just lob my phone in the corner. I'm like, this is pointless. Like, I learned some stuff the first few reels I looked at, and this is just a waste of my time right now. I need to be doing something else. What are you talking about? There's a big government conspiracy, something to do with the pyramids. I don't know. It's all rage bait, bro. The whole thing, the whole political system, all of it. All the celebrities and Tiger Woods got stopped for a DUI and it's rage bait. They've rage baited an entire planet into looking at the whole planet's things versus your own life. What would you have done hundreds of years ago? You're in the 1600s or something. You're in a village. Did you care about the world's problems? Did you know about the world's problems? No, it was about getting meat for the village, getting a fire going for the village, sticks for the fire for the village, right? Whereas we worked as a community. But now apparently everybody needs to know what's happening with the other 9 billion people on Earth. And that's only been since the internet came along. Before that, it was a newspaper. There was a magazine or Women's Weekly. Oh, paparazzi spot Princess Diana doing this. So, like, again, it's all just brain rot. Because that's how you control a society. You keep them looking at everything but their own life and what they're actually doing. And then you look at the people who actually focus on their own life and they build a business, they build a whatever. They're the ones who make it, and everybody else is sitting there like, look at this donkey on a surfboard. Look at what's happening in this country. Did you hear what Trump said today? What sort of politics are you on? Gender argument. It's just something different every day, man. So yeah, like I'm not about it. If you want to watch it, it's not the channel for you, I guess. As I say, these are only my opinions, guys. That's how I view it. As I just lost a lot of time to it. Am I from Australia? I'm from New Zealand, mate. Don't forget about the aliens. Yeah. Don't forget about the aliens, guys. Oh, murder mystery in the village. Oh, yeah. I don't know if Cluedo existed back then, mate. Maybe that's why they invented Cluedo. Might be onto something. Spin doctors at work. Yeah, well, that's exactly it. How do you control a population? How do you control when you're outnumbered by billions of people? How do you run a system where you control them and everything they do? You keep them fighting with each other. You divide the people, so everybody's fighting with everybody, which, like, I can't even do a self-improvement chat without getting trolls up. Everybody's just trying to get against everybody, right? So that's what I try and keep here, is we just play it nice. Yeah, Ray, I think we played nice. We're just getting through the topic of the rage baiting and clickbaiting and rage baiting an entire planet with politics and media and all the stuff that's just irrelevant. Phone has two abilities to you, right? You can either use it to grow and improve your life and learn things way faster rate than was ever possible. You don't have to go down to a library like you did before the internet. You don't have to go get the book. You can look everything up. You can pursue any trade. You can look. There's just endless information. But if you want to be distracted, there's endless information here of just everything going on in the world that 30 years ago you wouldn't have known a word of it. It would have been a news headline for 2 minutes. Oh, something happened in the war and blah blah today. Oh, okay. You can easily get lost in being so angry about how the world is and the people who run it. It's like, yep, I'm not saying any of their behavior is acceptable, but we're not going to change it. How many of you would it take to beat one Israel Adesanya in a fight? A lot, I imagine. He's Israel Adesanya. That's like the New Zealand UFC guy, right? I think I've seen a couple of clips of him over the years. What diet is best for depression? Well, I assume you mean what diet is best for not being depressed. The best diet to make you depressed is carb-heavy processed foods if you want to get out of depression, the best diet to get out of depression and get your life on track would be what I did for 9 months, which is pure carnivore diet. If you can stomach it, get it, stomach it. Pure carnivore diet, man. Look up Dr. Shawn Baker, SHAWN, Dr. Shawn Baker, and look up what he says about carnivore diet. Also look up what Jordan Peterson and his daughter Michaela had with carnivore diet. That would be my suggestion. Once you cut out the carbs, so I try and keep carbs and sugar and stuff low. A lot more protein, steak, eggs. You want to know what diet, bro? Like this is my lunch today. Susie's just made us. This is lunch, and this is lunch like every day, man. Usually dinner too. Usually a bit more steak for dinner. Hang on. Yeah, she's already had her lot, and that's my lunch there. Bacon, steak, some chicken bits, crispy chicken, a couple of eggs. So, yeah. Carnivore, not carnivore. That's it. The carnivore diet stuff. yeah, carnivore. So it's basically pure carnivore. You need to stay in ketosis, so you keep your sugar and carbohydrates under 50 grams a day. So you go into ketosis. There's so much I could cover on it, but yeah, best to go look up the information. Decide for yourself. Add chocolate, egg, salt, and salmon fried milk. It's good. I made the recipe myself. Chocolate, egg, salt, and salmon? Salmon with... I'd have to be trusting you on that one, the price of salmon. If I drape chocolate, I don't know, man. So it's a new one. Cheers, we'll check it out. Yeah. I mean, I dropped like 40 pounds in 3 months on carnivore diet. Got a mate of mine into it, and he was up a fair bit of weight. He dropped 1 kilo a day for the first 2 weeks on carnivore diet. So it's 2 pounds, roughly 2 pounds a day he dropped for 2 weeks. So he lost like 30 pounds, over 30 pounds in 2 weeks. But you do need to make sure you're walking and moving and stuff, or you're just going to end up with a lot of loose skin. So if you're going to go to a diet, if you're going to go to a diet that's cutting weight heavily like that, you really need to make sure you get a lot of steps in, like 10, 20,000 a day. But you can do that. Literally, you can walk up and down the road outside your house. You can walk around home. Look, I used to just walk up and down the driveway here. Wouldn't you gain weight because of all that meat? No, not at all. It's the carbohydrates that put the weight on you. It's all the modern foods, man. Put it this way, there's tribes that had no diabetes, they had no cancer, they had nothing, whatever, until they got the modern diet, and I think it was about the 1960s. But there's some tribes still eat meat, and there's no cancer, there's no diabetes, there's no nothing with them, right? Because that was always the thing, is you eat fatty meat, it's going to clog up your arteries. You have butter, it's going to clog up your arteries. It's actually the vegetable oil that does that. It's all the processed shit that does that. It's vegans. The vegans are the ones who have the highest rate of cancer. I don't eat any vegetables. Vegetables are toxic to you. Vegetables are toxic to humans, so I haven't had vegetables in like 15 years. Apart from occasionally, if it's in like a Chinese food dish or something, I'll have them, right? But I'm not like, I'm going to fry up a whole heap of vegetables. That's good for me. So you've seen some tribes now with perfect white teeth. Exactly. So that's the other thing, is like that's why I've got really crooked teeth, right? I grew up on a lot of soft food, a lot of mashed potato and vegetables and this and that. Whereas, historically, people who chew on meat, you build up a lot more jawline here as well. You'll have a very strong jaw here because you chew the fat at the back of your mouth. Versus now we chew these soft foods here, so we get a different jawline. So like when I was pure carnivore diet for 9 months, it looked like I'd been like looks maxing. I had like real strong. You see it here from, I don't have all the puffiness in my face. Like this is all just, that's why you can see my bone structure. Whereas you'll see, like, once you go carnivore diet for a while, once you get that, and you look at old pictures of yourself, or you just see people in the supermarket, you'll see people in the supermarket with a round, puffy face, like they've got the puffy cheeks, and look in their trolley. Bags of chips and potatoes and vegetables, and it's all inflammatory. So vegetables are toxic to humans, so that's going to inflame you. All the carbohydrates and sugars inflame everything, so you're going to be sore a lot more. The other one is with carnivore diet. I woke up 5 a.m. with carnivore diet with no alarm, ever. You woke up at 5 in the morning. It wasn't, oh, I'm groggy. Oh, I need a coffee. Oh, I feel like shit for now. It was you're awake, and it was like the cognitive peak of your day when you feel the best clarity of your day. You wake up with that. So yeah, I'm pretty close to carnivore now. I just don't stay in ketosis because you just need so much meat to keep you going there. Whereas I add a little bit of carbohydrate, right? Usually through milk. I'll just do it that way. Yep. Love veggies. Yep. Big fan of vegetables. Well, vegetables, people go, vegetables are full of nutrients, right? But vegetables are full of nutrients. It's the fuel for the plant. A vegetable is full of nutrients, not so you can eat the vegetable and get the nutrients. The plant is full of the nutrients because the plants need the same nutrients a human does. Plants evolve to protect themselves, right? Which is why you see like Venus flytrap. You see all these plants that evolve like bright colors and stuff. So, and it's the same with bugs and stuff, right? They'll get these bright yellow, orange colors and stuff on frogs to warn, like, don't lick me, don't eat me, I'm toxic, right? So a plant can't run away. So how does it defend itself from a predator? Like, how does a carrot defend itself from a predator? By producing a very bitter leaf out on the top, so nothing wants to eat it. Why do kids spit out? They had to genetically engineer Brussels sprouts to make them sweeter, right? Because kids would always spit them out. You know, like as a kid, most kids like Brussels sprout, like nah. That vegetable is like the third most toxic vegetable. It has like 71 different toxins in it, which is why it's so bitter. The human brain knows. Put that in your mouth. It's like, no, I don't want that. Why do kids, you know, you're not having any dessert till you have your vegetables. Why are the vegetables the last thing left on the plate? Because you're being forced to eat them, but the brain knows. It's like, this ain't what I'm after, mate. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Yep, that's it. How do I transition to carnivore? I did it overnight, man, honestly. I was drinking at the pub all the time, ruining my life and stuff. I had enough of drinking, and I literally replaced drinking with carnivore diet and went from eating pizza and chips and crap every night. Just went and bought steak, bought eggs, and just locked into it. And just the first few days were difficult. The first week was hard, but after that, it's just you just got to not whine about, oh, I'm eating steak every day. It's like, do you want to eat the same thing every day and have all that? If you can get through 2 weeks of it, you go through a phase of being keto flu. After about 4 or 5 days, you're really tired. You're just exhausted. All you want to do is sleep because you're drawing all the glycogen out of your muscles. So you double your water intake and all that kind of thing. But yeah, most people don't make it for the first 2 weeks of carnivore diets. They're like, oh, I got the shits. Like I'm shitting liquid and whatever. That's just the body getting fat adapted. It's just part of the process, right? So you'll see videos on YouTube. Guys, like, we tried a carnivore diet for 2 weeks. It was horrible. It's like, you need to do it for at least like 2 months. And that's like, then you'll really see the cognitive gains. You'll drop that brain fog. Like, I had to go carnivore diet as well because I'd broken my hip. I could not sleep in winter. It was so sore, I just could not sleep. I went carnivore for, after a week, I have no pain in my hip at all, right? Yep. All the USA food is full of chemicals and pesticides mostly. Modern supermarkets, beef is filled with steroids. Yeah, it is definitely a problem in the States for sure. Here, everything's grass-fed beef, right? So there's no feedlots for cows in New Zealand. So it's like it's out in the paddock, it's in the grass, it eats the grass, and then they take it to the abattoir, right? There's no we need to fatten it up at a feedlot. Yeah, people wonder why people get fat. It's like, go look at the foods they give an animal at the feedlot, grains and all this, right? All the grain combos, and then go and look at what they sell you in a muesli bar, what they sell you in these health foods, and packaged meals and stuff. It's it's what you use to fatten up livestock. Buy beef from a local farm, nice. You think people are different, or is it the same for everyone? How do you mean, Fred? You're asking about transitioning to carnivore. No, it's the same for everyone with going into keto flu. Just look up ketogenic flu, and it's literally, you feel like you've got the flu, right? You're light-headed, you're tired or something. You feel like you're really ill, but you just get through that. It's just the body going, what the fuck, bro? Yeah. But yeah, I got a few mates on the carnivore, and basically, let's say at the 3-month mark, all the ones who made it to 3 months dropped at least 40 pounds. And just felt a million times better, like you got 3 times the energy and stuff. So I stay very close to that now. I just have, as I say, a bit of milk to keep me out of ketosis, because I drop weight a lot. Like, I can stay in keto the whole time. Guys do it for years, but it's like you're eating like freaking. You've got to eat at least 2 pounds of steak a day. But yeah, I was ripped as, barely working out at all. not like I do now. On carnivore, it was just easy, man. It was life on easy mode. Did they keep the weight off? Yeah. One didn't. One of them didn't. These days, he's back to video gaming a lot and just eating whatever. He's like, I've been lazy lately, but I mean, that's what I did. Is I used carnivore diet as an initial cut, and then rather than be that strict on myself, and because you don't want to be going in and out of ketosis, right? So rather than be that strict on myself, I went, okay, well, I'm going to add in milk. I'm going to stay out of keto, and like once a week, we'll go get a butter chicken or something. I'll have rice and whatever. Yeah, that's the other thing with scaly as well, is it can get very expensive. The other way you can do it, I don't like mince that much, but you can go to a supermarket, go to a butcher, and they'll mix you up steak that's like, you want like 50% beef and 50% fat. So the whole thing with like a ketogenic diet like carnivore is you need protein. That's non-negotiable. Humans need protein as your main thing for building your muscles and that. Then you need a fuel. So like 87 octane in America would be the kind of food you're eating, the carbohydrates and stuff. Whereas if you go to fat as a fuel, it's like putting racing car fuel in your body. It's a totally different thing. So yeah, that would be my suggestion as a diet. If people ask what's the best one, that's what you go to if you want to drop weight and want to turn your life around quick and have energy. And like if you want to lock in on life and I want to drop weight and I want to build a business and I want this, if you're at that point, go to a carnivore diet, and that will fix your sleep, your everything, your pain, your whatever, your lack of drive, depression, all that. Look up a video, Jordan Peterson and Joe Rogan talking about carnivore diet. Just Jordan Peterson, Joe Rogan, carnivore diet. It's a great podcast. The RV, it's an Abbey Cabaret from England. Yeah, but yeah, you can go to the deli counter at the supermarket and you can go, I want 50% beef and I want 50% fat in there, which is way more than they'd usually do. Like when I buy big lumps of steak, I'll go to a butcher and I'll be like, here, they'll sell you a big lump of steak and you slice it and put it in resealable bags and just freeze it. That's the cheapest way to buy it. If you buy an individual packet with 2 steaks, it's usually like 50% more cost because they packaged it. So you buy a 10-pound lump, slice it to the thickness you want, and then just bag it up. I would recommend, of course, put rock salt on it or Himalayan pink salt. It's nice, nice touch there. And then you get yourself a sauce, something like that. Sriracha or something. There's a spider on my shirt. Yeah. I will check that because that's actually happened on stream before. Somebody said there's a spider on your shirt, and I was like, yeah, whatever, and there actually was. So we will check. No, I think I'm good. But yeah, one time somebody said that, and I was like, yeah, whatever, and then I looked, and there actually was a spider running up my shirt, so I'll double check on that. Oh. What other meats I eat? Oh, steak, to be honest. A bit of chicken here or there. Don't really go for pork or lamb or stuff that often. There's a Caravan Periwinkle Blue. Yeah, can you Caravan for me, man? Periwinkle Blue. Do you like that? Still a great movie, Snatch. Absolutely phenomenal movie. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, to me, I just, the whole vegan diet thing is just ridiculous to me, frankly. Like, again, if people want to do it, like, I've got friends who are vegans, like, I haven't got anything against them. That's what they want to do, but, I just don't agree with it myself. I'm a carnivore diet only, though, yeah. Yeah, I mean, to me, the biggest thing with a vegan diet is when people do it because they want to save the animals. They feel it's so cruel killing off animals, and that is not the right way to do things. It's like, well, a pure vegan diet actually kills more animals than living off just steak. The most animal-friendly diet, the lowest animal death diet, is pure carnivore. So me and Susie could live off 1 cow a year. We could grow 1 cow a year, kill 1 cow a year. You put it in the freezer, and you have some eggs from chickens, which is, it's not taking any lives from a chicken egg, right? Versus to grow the crops and how much pasture it takes and all that to feed people. There's turtles living there. There's rabbits and rats and whatever, birds and whatever, and they all get minced up in the harvester, right? So it actually works out to be a higher death rate than just killing the cows. So there you go. Yeah, vegetarian, yeah, is a bit more like it, yeah. What does a typical day's food look like for me? This, bro. This is it. That's lunch. Eggs, steak, bacon, some chicken. And then it'll be probably, for dinner, will be probably 2 or 3 eggs and about 3 times as much steak and none of the rest of it. Sorry, we're back. I hit the wrong button. I'm here. I'll get back to these questions. There was a question. Old myth about how red meat, I don't believe it. Making you hungry. Nice. Know someone who drinks a 2 litre of Coke a day for like 10 years. Yeah, I used to do that. Well, obviously, it isn't no water at all. Obviously, the Coca-Cola is just water, bro. Like, with some sugar and some syrup added to it. At the end of the day, you're still getting in the water. Thanks for the info. Most welcome, Fred. Most welcome, mate. There's also, if you check out the Men of Action channel, D-Bird, under his playlist, he has diet info in there of what he eats. If you check out the channel Men of Action. Men of Action. How old am I? I'm 39. Just turned 39 last month. You got a question? Sure, mate. What's your question? Coke is like 80% melted sugar. I see how it's made. Yeah, but you got to understand the bottle full of liquid is water, right? It might have a lot of sugar and whatever in it, but it's mostly water, right? Chemicals and yeah, exactly. But yeah, there's one way to get water, and it's not the best. You're a guy only drank diet Dr. Pepper only, and he died last year of a urinary tract infection. Oh, good friend of yours. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I wouldn't have thought that would take somebody out. It's interesting. Well, yes, you're always meant to male or female. Just so you know, a little pro tip here. If you're male or female, after you do, naughty things, you always want to go empty the tank. Empty out the yellow pool first. It clears out the tract, right? That's good to know. Good little info there. But yeah, I stay away from all the diet drinks and Coke Zero and stuff. I end up in hospital a few times for the phenylalanine they put in it. So you check on the back of like Pepsi Max, Coke Zero and stuff. Depending where you are, they'll say in uppercase contains phenylalanine, and that put me in hospital literally with a racing heart. They came in with a crash card at like 3 a.m. because my heart rate had dropped down to like 20 beats a minute, and they freaked out, and yeah, it messed me right. It was either racing really fast or just doof, and they're running in with a crash card, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And it's like straight back up to normal. They're like, okay. And yeah, cardiologists and that tried to figure it out. It was actually a younger dude who was doing the gel on my chest and the heart scan, and he went, oh, you don't happen to drink sugar-free drinks and stuff, do you? I was like, yeah. He's like, that's why. It was actually the guy doing that answered the question. So yeah, and then a couple of years ago, when I was carnivore diet and that, I had sugar-free gum, because most gum is sugar-free, right? And I wondered why I kept getting these heart problems again and struggling to breathe in that, and it was because there was phenylalanine in all the sugar-free gum. It's also in cold and flu medicine, some of it. So I can't even have like the cold and flu medicine. I wondered why I was having this cold and flu medicine. My heart was giving me problems, and I was sort of getting better, but my heart was playing up, and that was why. So that's something to be mindful of. Hopefully it helps someone. Remember Surge. I don't think they had it over here. Say Mountain Dew's a killer. Yeah, I mean it's all poison, bro. It's all poison. Did a huge vinyl removal job today. Got paid in popcorn. Good day. Okay. That's an interesting one. Getting paid in popcorn. So I had a heart attack. No, I didn't have a heart attack. I had a just rhythm of my heart. It's called tachycardia. Used to love. We're all fucked with all the shit and everything. Like, it's sad. Like you see, God locking. Yeah, Fred. It's like, it's where you want to place yourself in the world, right? There's definitely the system is screwed, but we can't change the system. But what we can do is amend our own behaviour, right? That's the most crucial step we could make. You know, we do have control if we want to take it. You can, once you take everything upon yourself, it's all good. But if you're looking at like the government and the food industry to make it better, it's you'll be waiting a long time, right? It's only going to get worse, not better. And also in spicy foods, yeah, those are never fun. G'day, Busy. Good to see you here again, mate. How are you? Been a while, Busy. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on my messages here. Make sure I got it all. I think we're good. Yep. Ulcers, stomach ulcers are never fun. Live and learn. Guys, I'll do a bit longer. I've done an hour 40. I suppose I might as well do a bit longer if you guys are kicking around, if you've got questions and stuff. Creator, good to see you again, man. Got tachycardia once because I was doing a physical exam for a law enforcement agency and had a coffee before. The hospital thought I had a heart attack because my heart gave us a stress hormone. Had to stay 3 days for observation, do a stress test where you run on a treadmill. Yep. EKG hooked up. Yep. Went through all that myself. Yep. Coda said you can never drink caffeine. Oh, okay. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. So for me, it came from we narrowed it down to the phenylalanine. Can we get a caravan tour? You sure can. This is my caravan. This is very nice. That's about all there is of it, mate. There you go. And that concludes our tour for today. There's not much to them, mate. Keep sharing your knowledge. Don't keep it all to yourself. You won't be around forever. Point of life is passing down knowledge and helping others. That's it, Frog. As I say on the channel often here, guys, no guarantees. You know, I ride motorbikes on the street. I'm looking at going back into racing motorbikes. So as I say, I'm gonna upload on this channel the rest of my life. This channel is to document me through my life. At some point, this channel ends in bad news. Oh, apart from me, there's a bit. The kid butted the blimmin'. Hey, Gravity Core, great to see you, man. Oh, Gravity Core's found all the custom emojis there. You can't forget the Z emoji there, Gravity Core. We've got the other dog there as well. But we've got Heidi, me, and a jar of pickles there. How are you getting on, Gravity? MTV Caravan Cribs Venom style. Yeah, I was just watching one yesterday. I watched the Oliver Tree MTV Cribs. And he took us through and it had like almost like a dungeon bunker like done under it and stuff all in rock and that. Yeah, there was an Oliver Tree one about that. There we go. We got the Z boy in there now. There we go, Grav. All good. You would have already done your stream. I must have missed your stream today, Grav. Hello, beautiful. Hope your family as well. Yeah, things are going all right, man. Things are going all right. I had a bit of a I didn't stream last night. I was having a mental crisis in my head. Just wanting to get, just out of nowhere, just wanting to give up everything. The only thing I've narrowed it down to is I get pissy afterwards if I've had too much caffeine and I'm crashing down. That's where I get angry. I just don't want anything I'm building in life. It all feels too hard. Coffee, I'm all right. But yeah, I had that pre-workout yesterday, Gravity, because I'm off the energy drinks and that. And then I was like, man, like, why am I so irritated tonight? Why am I so like off center? And then I was like, the pre-workout wore off. So yeah, and you were saying you had issues with it as well. So yeah, I think it's just that flood of caffeine, getting overstimulated, right? Crashing the dopamine back down, I guess. I'm in New Zealand, man. In New Zealand. Yeah, we got all the pickle jar one there. Thanks, mate. You don't want to be 90 sitting on a porch having scared everyone away, thinking everything is competition with people. I know people like that. Yeah, for sure. You gotta live life. Never take pre-workout personally. It definitely did well for me for quite a long time in the past, and I hadn't touched it lately. So yeah, I was like, I haven't got any energy drinks or Coke or anything lately. Like I'm trying to reduce that. I'll have some pre-workout. It certainly served me with energy, but I do need to. I put a couple of scoops and sort of wired myself up yesterday. How's the garage floor coming along? We've got two more to concrete in, and it's done. As far as getting it done. So we're right behind the back of the red car at the moment, up the back. That's been a nightmare. There's another place at the back of the garage I'm going to have to jack up and actually repair from the first floor I did back there. I just need to make it a bit stronger, but we'll get that done. Distant family over there, sending a lot of pics. Looks like a beautiful place. Yeah, for sure, man. The weather can be crap It just depends when you're over here. You know, you can be in the middle of summer, have amazing weather, and plan a holiday for the best time of year in New Zealand, and then you'll get the worst storm. Worst storm of the year will be in the middle of summer or something. Coffee's the best pre-workout, brother, and plenty of water. Yep. So yeah, I was having this one. I bought it ages ago. Like I will have it occasionally, but yeah, I just overdid it yesterday. There's a Musashi one there. Mostly. The other thing we were talking about carnivore diet earlier. If you go to carnivore diet, because as you go into keto, you're drawing all the glycogen out of your muscles. You need to double your water intake, and you need to make sure you get enough electrolytes for the brain. The electronic signal, you know, when you see like scans of the brain and they do things and they're like, oh, the electricity goes here and it's all electricity. That's what you need all the salts and stuff for. Which is why a mountain goat will stand on a vertical cliff, right? You see these goats living on the cliffs, and the cliff's like that, and they're walking up it. Why? They're sitting there licking the rocks. Why? Because they're trying to get all the salts and stuff out of them, right? They're trying to get all the minerals. So, you know, it shows how important it is when a mountain goat will literally stand on a hill like this to get a bit of that, right? It shows how important it is for you. That's why they're the goat. You see? Okay, you'll get it done. Yeah, in time, right? In time. Oh, just got hit by a headache right then. A couple of pulses of pain just shot right up, right there. Ow. Yeah. Hang on. Oh, that's better. Here we go. That's better. How do you get water out there for showering, cooking, laundry, drinking? Do you have a well or filled tank? Oh, we got a tank that gets filled with rainwater, man. Yeah, we got a little tank filling with rainwater. I need to get a couple of bigger ones, but it's all right for what we're using. Got a 20,000 litre. Yeah. Full of muscle that goes up there. Oh, probably knowing me. Probably. 56 today, brother. Oh, happy birthday to Gravity Core. Happy birthday, bro. So still we can say you turned 21 if you like. Just tell everyone it's 21. That's all right. But yeah, do check out Gravity Core Fitness, guys, especially if you like my workouts. He does especially focuses on workouts. So Gravity Core's turned 56 today, and I tell you, put a lot of these younger fellas to shame. Great family too, great people. I don't say that. You'll notice I don't shout out many channels on here, guys, and you get like creators and that. There's very few people that I align with and I'll support. So Gravity Core is one of them. Yes, brother, 21, yeah, get yourself a 21st key today. Get yourself a 21st key. Yeah. Dream car. Oh, no, there's a few different ones. It would depend on budget. Dream car, as far as limitless money, dream car, a Koenigsegg. Any Koenigsegg, just because of the engineering. That's what I'm interested in. No, not about the top speed or anything. The Koenigsegg would be the top tier just for its engineering. But yeah, a Lamborghini Huracan, I feel is attainable someday, maybe. Want to help me chase that dream? We do have memberships and super chats now. We're up to like 44 members, guys, so I do appreciate it. It's literally any money that comes in through memberships and stuff. I haven't paywalled anything. I'm not going to do member-only streams because when I was depressed and wanting to tried to end my life, literally right here and whatever. Oh, I can't say too much on YouTube, right? I didn't have any money. I was in deep shit. I couldn't have donated. I might as well be a course seller if I'm going to charge for that. So the memberships are only if you want to support the channel in some way, so I can keep doing more of this, right? But nobody has to feel obligated, and I just appreciate the likes and that, and I appreciate you being here. All right, cool. Leave it at that. You want a chaser? Yeah, the Toyota Chasers are pretty mean, bro. Hi, how are you, Jin Lim? How are you, mate? What interview was that? What interview are we talking about? Interesting interview. What have I've missed something here? How about 72 Skyline GTR? Yeah, nice, expensive. Where have I missed the neck and shoulder muscles? Everybody, happy birthday. What have I missed from Busy here? Celtic, I saw that. Most inspiring kind of interview is Peterson's daughter on JRE. Yeah, it's an amazing interview. Michaela Peterson. I was very sad to hear recent updates about Jordan Peterson, to be honest. For a guy who's done so much for so many people, he's now completely out of the public eye and very, very unwell at home. He's been in a bad way for about a year. So that's what happened to Jordan Peterson. Does life have a purpose, or do we create our own? If you could live forever, would you want to? Why? Does life have a purpose, or do we create our own? So I'll answer the first question first, Manju. The meaning of life is to go on the journey. The meaning of life is to have the experience, right? So out of the millions of sperm that shot out of your dad on the way you were made, you were the fastest one. You won your first race. You're the one who gets to have that experience. If you're any other little sperm, be somebody else. So there you go. Would I want to live forever? Yeah. Probably not. You wouldn't. There wouldn't be any rush to do anything, right? You'd just be wandering around like. So. Gravity heading off, is he? All right, bye, chat. All right, bye, Gravity. You take care, mate. Maybe I went too far talking about the little fishies. I'm sure he's just heading off. He's a busy man, that one. It's his birthday. So, yeah, massive shout out to Gravity Core Fitness. Happy birthday from all of us here, mate. Hope you have a great one. When the Bugatti Chiron came out, I saw one in Malibu when I was taking driving lessons for my permit. Oh, yeah, well, Malibu, yeah, I guess that's what you'd see there. Want to live forever watching all my family and friends pass away. Yep. Kind of has to be an end to things, right? I bought a house recently, but I've had to sacrifice having any toys and nice stuff. I know it's a good thing, but it gets me down still. Oh, well, because there's going to be that fucking, there's a part of you that wants that release, right? But you've done the adult thing, mate. You've done a good adult thing. But do try and do some of the things you did when you were younger. Like for me, like my motorbike, I blew up not long ago. That was a fun drama on the channel. My motorbike went and bang. So, I mean, I haven't been riding in like 3 months, and that's my outlet, is riding a motorcycle. So I'm struggling more than usual for sure with that lack. You know, the motorbike was off the road for like 6 months because it had a stuffed back tire, and I didn't want to spend the money at the time to put tires on it. It was eventually Susie who sort of harassed me about it and was like, dude, like, you need to get back on a bike. You're not yourself. Then rode it for a while, about 1,000 miles, and then the motor blew up, and I'm just like, ah. But at the moment, like, this month's focus is we'll get to the bikes again soon. The parts have arrived for the black bike. Like, it's all happening. But at the moment, it's just like I'm in the worst spot right now, honestly. Building the garage floor, been doing that for a whole month. Everything I had organised and put away, like, it wasn't perfect, but I could operate in there. I could produce, right? And now everything's just everything I own is total just chaos. Everything outside, all the old floors sitting outside, it's just the worst it's been here in years. It's going to obviously get better through this process, but it's overwhelming a bit. But I'm alright. I'll keep going, as I say, we'll keep going. Bikes make good therapists, that's it, man. Hoping to get a bike back again too. Nice, bro, nice. Yeah, I got a ZX14, but I blew it up. If you guys are just stopping by, give this man a little like. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you, Celtic. We're nearly at 60 likes. We're showing 58 on mine. Punk or goth? Trad wife. Partner. Somebody you can actually build a life with together who's mature enough to understand. Maybe a punk or a goth who's just all about like, like that kind of thing, that kind of vibe. You might want somebody who's a bit more grounded and focused. I don't know. You should never date somebody. You should never be in a relationship with somebody you don't think you're going to spend the rest of your life with. The moment that's gone, you're meant to be building something with that person. If you're not building something with that person, it's just like, oh, I don't know. It's just like, well, it's wasting the time of both of you, really. Thank you, Kane. Much appreciated, bro. Fast X, how are you, dude? How are you? Hello. How's your weekend? Yep. Oh, missed your bike too. Yep. Yeah, once you can ride a motorcycle, life without one is it's difficult. It's difficult. But everybody, this is what I mean, is to me, my motorcycles give me peace. For some people, that's skydiving. For some people, that's having a pet horse, you know. Everybody has their own thing, so it's all good. What's up, mate? What's up, Travis? Well, we're just having a bit of a chat at the moment, Travis. We're just hanging out. We did a workout at the start of the stream, and we're just self-improvement chat, whatever, mindset, whatever. We're just hanging like usual. In a few months? No, not a few months. No. We'll have the garage sorted in the next couple of weeks, mate. We'll have it cleaned up in there and back to working on cars and motorbikes. 2 weeks, bro. Promise you that. If my garage, after pulling the shelving down and building the floor and everything everywhere chaos, if it's still like that in a few months, no. Old me would have been that situation, but no, we push forward, mate. We push forward. We push forward, mate. Are you unemployed? No, I'm self-employed. Will I ever go vegan? No. Not for all the tea in China. You know, Mark, I'm watching your channel grow fast. Keep up your consistency. Thank you, Celtic. Thank you, bro. It's getting there. We're getting there. Day by day. Building a great little community. Something positive, right? Something away from all the stress of the world. All the negativity. No, I did all my years of employment, man. I busted my ass for 20 years for other people. Now I'm doing my own thing. I did my time. in the slaving away, working for somebody else. You know, if you don't chase your dreams, somebody will pay you to chase theirs for them. So, to find your own way. Stay safe, take your time. That's it, Kane. I think slowing down a bit is helped me. Not resting a lot and doing less hours or stuff, but just slowing down when I'm doing the hours in the garage, slowing down and just enjoying the process and not tripping over on the floor and, you know. So why do you have GoFundMe? I don't have a GoFundMe. GoFundMe is when you have a thing set up for donations for like a month or something, man. I don't know what you're talking about. You asked you asked if I'm unemployed. I said, no, I'm self-employed. And then you said, why do you have a GoFundMe? Yeah, you're not making any sense, dude. Bike moving and fixed? No, we're still building the garage floor. The bike's parked up. Not priority at the moment. Just like the cabin isn't progressing right now. It's all about the garage at the moment. All about the garage. We'll get there. It will come together. Just a little time. G'day, Keep. How are you, mate? Good to see you again. How's everybody's weekend? Well, who's got some good plans for the weekend? Who's got something cool going on or excited about? Who's got some good news for us? Or bad news? If you're struggling with something this weekend and you need a bit of advice, do ask. 60 likes. Yeah, we did. Oh, thank you, guys. Much appreciated. 60 likes. We're famous, chat. We're famous. I do appreciate every like helps, guys. Every like helps. Same on my shorts as well. I noticed I put up a new short the other day. 4 of my subscribers commented on it within about the first half hour. You know how many likes it had? 0. I need you guys to like the shorts, or YouTube won't push them out. You know, gotta if you like it. Yeah, I appreciate the comments, but you know, we need comments, we need likes. That's the best thing you can do to help my channel, guys. The next best thing you can do is memberships. If you don't want to give a membership or can't afford one, just a like here or there, you know, it all helps out. It all helps grow the little thing I'm doing here, I suppose. I'm still trying to figure out YouTube, man. Like, I could definitely lean into all the trends and make stuff that would get clicked on and go viral and whatever, but it's not authentic. Like, I'm really trying to build this channel organically and without, like, hey guys, sub to my channel, like stupid shorts. I can't do it, man. I can't. It feels like selling out. And that's why I'm like, how can I reach as many people to help people with my message? And it's like, you guys have sort of said, maybe I'm looking and cutting off the music more and just doing bits where I'm talking and like uploading segments from lives and stuff like that. I do have some ideas for some long forms coming and stuff. There's stuff happening, guys. I'm tired today. I got to bed real early too. I was asleep by like 9:30 last night. Woke up at 4. My brain said it must be due a coffee. Should we have a coffee? Is it time for a coffee? Who wants a coffee? Oh, I'm going to fill up the kettle again. It'll be a small coffee now. Hey, Jamie Hogg, how are you, mate? That's a good name, Jamie Hogg. Jamie Hogg, that's a badass name, man. Need some water for the kettle here, God. There we go. Susie's out in the gym at the moment. She's out doing her workout. Girl squats more than I do. Where are you from, Jamie? How you going, man? Do I need the poll up on? Hang on. Oh, I don't. No, I need to. Hang on. Yeah, we have a poll now. You see that? We got a poll. Very exciting. Here's a Louisville, Kentucky. Kentucky. I like that. I've heard of Kentucky at least. How is life today in Kentucky, my friend? I'm trying to hold you guys away from here at the moment, but we're making a coffee. If any of you would like to join, we're gonna make a coffee or have a tea, have a beverage of your choice. Pull up a chair, hang out. All right. That's the plan, Lieutenant Dan. All right, Link. All right, mate. You have a good one, bro. I hope I didn't miss any guys. He's heading off. How's things on your channel there, Link? How are you going? I did watch what video? I watched a video of yours like 3 or 4 days ago. It was something on the farm. What am I thinking? Oh, I gone blank. I need to go check it. I need to make sure. Screenshot that. I need to make sure I go and check in on Link and catch up. He's another great. If you're into like homesteading, lifestyle block stuff, look at Link's View Acres, right? So he's usually out feeding the animals and stuff. He's got like 10 acres there roughly in New Zealand. He's in the South Island of New Zealand, a beautiful spot, like overlooking everything. He's got chickens and cows and horses and stuff. He does some long form videos working on old Massey Ferguson tractors. So if you're into your old, mechanic stuff and tractors and farm that, there's at Link's View Acres. So if you just search it as you see it's at there, put the at symbol, Link's View Acres, you'll find his channel there. How was my day? Yeah, going alright, man. Going alright so far. We've got a lot of the day left. I'm going to go work in the garage a lot today. But I don't think I'm going to stream it. I think I just need to flow and get some music on. I'll drag the missus down there, drag her into some work, concreting and building shelves and stuff. So we'll probably be smashing that out over the next couple of days. She doesn't know that yet. Guess she does now. She's probably got her phone on her watching the stream. She'll be like, I just done a workout. But it's alright, mate. We're getting there. I think I'll stream in the garage once the floor stuff is done and it's the real big, like, I'm going to put the tripod outside the garage door so you can see the whole garage, the whole 6K garage, and there's just shit everywhere, right? And it'll just be a tuk, 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 and clear it up. When I get to that point, I'll do a live on that. I need the footage. Frankly, I need the footage for some long form content and stuff. So, it's the other reason, and it's meant to motivate you guys. Been a good conversation, but I need to go to bed now. Catch you later. Thank you for joining us, Trout. Yeah, you've stuck around for quite a while for the stream. I do appreciate it, mate. And hope to see you again soon. Make sure you guys go to the channel and put all notifications on. That will ensure you get notified I'm live. If you do that, you tap the little bell for all. Alright, we're doing alright. But yeah, it's been a pleasure having you here, Trout. I do like some people's YouTube names. Some people have very clever YouTube names, like Scaly Trout. Oh my! I tried to just like and subscribe. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Much appreciated, mate. Yeah. It's all as I say, like these chats are just to hang out, and sometimes we do it as more of a like mental health ask questions, and we get really deep into it. A lot of the time, we just end up hanging out with the regulars and stuff, and people swing in and pop out, and no stress. And 2 hours, 4 minutes. I will cap this off before we're 2.5 hours. It's my usual sort of limit, is I'll do like 2.5 hours, and I'm getting motivated now. I'm getting pretty. I was pretty depressed last night. I was like, I'm just in such a mess of this garage and overthinking. I just honestly need to go to sleep and wind down. But yeah, doing all right today, and yeah, I just have some goals. I didn't get some posts put in yesterday. I wanted to get done. I was just a bit lazy with it, and just beating myself up last night about it. Like, and you're starting to slip. You're starting to just like, I need to get those posts in. Then the concrete can set. Then I can load them up. Like, I don't want to be concreting them, then loading them up straight away. You know. So I'm just punching myself in the face days ahead. Like, oh well, I can't do that because I still haven't concreted those posts. And it's just it's just punching myself. Sometimes you gotta just get up and remind yourself, you gotta stop punching yourself in the face and creating these ongoing problems for yourself, right? Yeah, I had a moment, but I'm alright. Oh, I already put milk in there. What am I doing? Retail CJM, I can't really go into more than that on here, but yeah, just retail work, man. Yeah. So that's what she's got going on at the moment. But she's definitely obviously through the relationship with me, Susie's a lot younger than me, right? So she's in a very different stage of life, and it's through me. And like again with this channel, Susie learns from the channel as well. It's all the same stuff we talk about in our relationship. I talk about on here in regards to growth and that, right? Finding purpose. So Susie's battling the same things, and so am I. It's you're going through life and like, oh, you're always unsure of ourselves, and oh, what do I want to do? Am I on the right path? Are we, there's nothing wrong with questioning yourself and that. So yeah, we're going to move into something over time. I mean, for me, I'd like to get her out of the kind of monotonous kind of job she's in. That's one of my goals, right? Is to build the life for her so she doesn't have to work would be the ideal. But, as you saw in her drawing, she drew a cat with a pen and that. I'm trying to get her more into her art and stuff, that creative. There's definitely an amazing creative side to Susie. I think she could lean into and do well. But she's obviously, as you guys know, she's sort of in the background. She's too shy to put her face out there on social media like that and like run a brand and like do what I do, right? So, she'll go her own way, man, and I'll support it 100%. Scott, good to see you, brother. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? Great to have you here. What time is it here? 1:30 in the afternoon, or 1:28 p.m. It's 1:30 Sunday afternoon, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it took me 20 years to find Susie, man. It took me a lot of wrong relationships and stuff, and like I'd be doing well in life, and then I'd meet someone and just sort of wander into the relationship blind. So it's a very different perspective. Like when I met Susie, I had a very changed perspective. So it's in my channel playlist. It's like the content that changed my life. Changed my sort of perspective. I've only had a couple of videos, so I'll do that tonight, guys. By tonight, I'll make sure I add like 8-10 more videos that really impacted me to that playlist. But yeah, the one with Guy Ritchie really talks about you got to know what you're getting into in life. You got to know what you're taking on and stuff, right? And you got to actually think about it. And like I literally replayed that video every day for like 3-4 months, to remind me every day I get up when I was feeling like shit and feeling weak and whatever, and I felt stupid, and I didn't mention it to anybody. Like I'm watching this thing video pro, sometimes playing it 3-4 times a day just on headphones, just drilling it into my head to make sure all my decisions were in alignment with that. So my whole life is built around the basis of what Guy Ritchie says in that video with Joe Rogan. So it's on the channel playlist. There's another one there that's Till the Wheels Fall Off, an interview with Rodney Mullen, who's the godfather of skateboarding. This is the guy who invented the flat ground ollie. He invented the kickflip. Rodney Mullen basically invented every trick in skateboarding, So, that's an interesting one as well. His perspective from being at the very top of it and him then going, well, there's nothing left for you at the top but lightning, there's nothing but maintaining. Once you're first place, once you're the winner, that's all you are now. And now losing is just horrible, right? So all there is to maintain. I had the same experience through playing video games. Like at the time, I was number 2 in the world. Briefly, I was number 1 in the world at Forza Motorsport, which was the biggest car driving video game in the world, right? So I was world number 1 for a few months. Then I was world number 2, and I ground for months. I got back to number 1 briefly, and back to 2, and like I got featured. Forza had an official Twitch channel, right? And I got featured on there doing a live drifting demonstration, drifting backwards in Forza 7 even. And like everybody, I was like the golden boy of Forza at the time, right? But where do you go from there, right? And this is something I hadn't built in the real world. There's no money in it, anything like that. And I love doing it, but like I'd get out into public drift lobbies. There was nobody who could really run with me. It became all about the points on the board. It became about maintaining my position and my reputation, right? And in the end, I just got bored with it, and I went, what can I do in the real world? And discovered, Jordan Peterson and that, and went, well, if I can do this in a video game, what can I achieve in real life, right? So I shifted my focus to putting my time at trying to return an investment. My time, if I'm putting it in, not always, like I'm not always trying to learn. That would get boring, right? But I'm trying to put the majority of my time as it's investing into my future. I'm sacrificing now for the present, right? Day by day. That's the journey. Saw the video with Guy, great stuff. Yeah, it's a very powerful message. So that isn't just, I'll cover it again. That's in my channel playlists. If you go to the channel, I think it's just you scroll. I've set up the homepage so everything's laid out a bit different to how most people have their YouTube. But at the bottom, there's playlists. It's like the content that changed my life. I believe it's the album it's called. And there's the Guy Ritchie one there. Hello, love. How was your workout?
Good.
Feeling big and strong? Review. What did you do? What did you do for your workout? You're on for what did you do? What did you do, love? You do your squats?
Yeah.
You done good?
Some.
You done good? All right, mate. What was your workout? You gonna run us through your workout? What'd you do? She's like, nah. Anxious breath. I don't want to be on camera. I'm struggling to breathe. I need water. We'll give Susie a while. Oh, that's good. Nick checking in on you, mates. Yeah. Sometimes people just need some space in that, mate. That's how it goes. Hey, Mandy. How are you? Good to see you, mate. How's your weekend? I won't be on too much longer, guys. I'm going to do like another 20 minutes or so, alright? So we'll just hang out. So, hate to break it to you, we're going to be in the garage like today, tomorrow, churning some stuff out. For now, we just need to get those two. Yeah, I don't need help, but I just want to smash out a bit quicker if you want to jump in, mate. We might need to head out to the old Bunnings, but I'm really tempted to head out to Bunnings. I want to buy a tin of black metal paint. So I can paint up all those lemon brown shells that look like crap and paint up the walls. But then I'm like, I need a Wagner airless sprayer to do a clean job of it. And it's just like by the time I go to the Bunnings and get a tub of paint and the 10-litre pail of paint and the sprayer to do it, it'll be like $400 or something. And I'm just like, man, I don't need to make the garage that pretty right now. We'll get there. We'll get there in time. But yeah, priorities. Look at you with 67 likes. Yeah, 67. Yeah, great. 69 would be better.
That guy that commented on your short, you made that noise.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. I can't remember what he commented, but. Busy's heading off. Thank you for being here with us, Busy. It's been a pleasure as always. You know what I love the most about doing this channel? And when I doubt myself with the channel, I just always remember you guys and the fact that you guys just hang around. Like, you're not in here for like 1 minute, like, oh, I'm dropping a like, see you. Like, I appreciate that as well. But when you guys stay in here and like, you're in the chat and I'm just talking about all sorts of stuff. And then an hour later, you're like, oh, I'm heading off. It's like, I love that you guys are just around. Bro, are you still here? Yeah, still here at the moment. We're doing, about another, I'm going to cut it off before 2.5 hours. I'm getting bouncy, mate. I'm getting energetic. I want to get in the garage and make progress because I want to work on cars and fix motorbikes and ride motorbikes again, and I need it. I need my motorcycles working. Time to go. Take care, Venom. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you very much. God bless. Appreciate you too, Scott. Much love, man. I hope to see you soon. Things always improve over time, Scott, Scott, I don't know if you've been in it. You see, we got members and stuff now, Scott, as well. We're famous now. We're famous. I've noticed the views on my shorts have gone up since I got monetized. The algorithm seems to be pushing out my stuff a lot more since I got monetized, so it's good. Just like the shorts views a week later, they used to just be stalled and for months, and it's just like my older shorts, they got a view here or there, but no, it seems to be. Read my message I left on IG later. Yeah, sweet, man. I'll check it out. Thank you, bro. Yeah. Check in with me more on IG. So I keep sending you reels. It's curated content, mate. If I send my friends reels, every friend gets a different curation of reels. Just customized. It's to save you the doom scroll, right? It's how I justify my real binging to my friends. It's like, mate, you don't need to scroll. I went for a scroll for half an hour today and rolled my brain. I'll feed you all the... I'm a curator of content, you see. Read last, please. Will do. Sorry, no got. You worried about them? Yeah, just see what happens. See if you can contact anybody else who knows them, possibly. No, but sometimes people just want space. Like, sometimes I'll just turn my phone off for days, right? You know how it goes. You just want to get away from people a bit. Type so I can read my own message like a Celtic warrior. Okay, g'day, David. How are you, mate? David Solomon, how are you, my friend? 9:30 Saturday night for you. Oh, nice, mate. What's your plans? What's your plans for the rest of your evening or your weekend? A message before that. Oh, Nick, you made me scroll a lot, you know that? Yeah, I did. Yeah, you said you had to text your mate. I replied to that, Nick. I did. I said, it was good you'd checked in on them. We did talk about it. Weight went from 290 to 244 in 2 months. Self-improvement. Nice, man. 290 to 244 in 2 months. What did you do for that, Mark? What was your method, man? For me, I dropped 40 pound in 3 months, like pretty lazily, to be honest. I changed diet mostly. But that was all through carnivore diet. Be interested to know what your path was, man. Let us know. It's a solid effort, dude. What do you guys think switches for people between, like, or just yourself, your own experience? What do you think it is when you're, not necessarily down for months, but just when you're down, when you're doubting yourself and whatever? What is it you think that gets you back into the swing of it? Is it those small actions and slowly ramping it up? Is it one thought you have? Is it that you get angry and have enough of it, like I have to? Or is it that you come at it from calm and that you've had some time to decompress and you can sort of face it again? Is it more of an anxiety thing? Eliminated soda and milk and coffee. Stopped eating after 6 p.m. Okay. It's a good strat. It's a good strat. You find you slept a lot better. I found, like, I try and cut out the soda and stuff now. I used to drink heaps of soda, man, over the years. Heaps of it. Like, I was going through a big bottle of Coca-Cola a day or 2 energy drinks a day, man, and it messed me up, eh? Made me very overstimulated and angry easily and stuff, so, we're working at that. Just got to get you on charge, folks. All right. This new phone, the new S26, they don't even give you a blooming charger with it. S26 Ultra blah blah blah, and it's got 45 watt charging or something that no other phone's ever had, and then they don't include the charger in the box to charge it. And it's like, you pay, literally it's 3,000 New Zealand dollars for one of these phones, and that's what I mean, is I had to upgrade it for the channel to have better video quality and stuff, right? So that's what it is. I don't upgrade them very often. I usually try and make a phone last at least 5 years. Yep, Susie. Yep. She's winding down after a workout. She's modern as well. She's on it. Can she take over the stream? No. You're lucky she's even on camera at all, mate. She's a shy country girl. You know that? Yeah, I've got coffee built up on me. Yeah, it's just, I got USB-C, but it's like the actual charger on the wall. I now need a 45 watt charger, so I'm still using it on an old charger. But, you'd think if they make a new phone where suddenly you can, I think it's like 65 watts or something, this new phone can charge it, to hyper fast charge it. And then they don't include it in the box. It's like, really? You make a phone that charges faster than any other phone. It's like, oh, by the way, you'll have to buy the separate charger. Haha. And it's like, really? $3,000? It's bullshit. Isn't it beautiful that we feel pain? Isn't it beautiful that we feel anything at all? We live independently in misery with joy all around our lives, but we grab the sadness because it's easy to catch. Yeah. Yeah, I do think about this every day, Leo, that I just need to make sure I keep my head up. And, there's no, like, I have my down moments a bit here or there, but, like, negativity never did anything for me. It never did me any favors. It can maybe motivate a bit, but it's like, the outcomes always came from being positive, right? And going, okay, well, it'll work out or it won't, who knows? Like, how does somebody train for a gold medal in the Olympics, for example, right? Do they have any guarantee of success? They might be training at that for 15, 20 years as a track runner all through school and everything, right? And they're not getting that result for 15, 20 years sometimes, right? Can we do something about this guy? We can laugh at him. Ah, you got nothing better to do. Is that better? Oh, you mean get rid of him. You want me to get rid of him? Get rid of him. Hey. He really likes you. You want to punish him? Give him 10 minutes. Hey, man. You asked for the dominatrix. You got the dominatrix. Timed out for 600 seconds. There you go.
Bye.
You know, if you weren't commenting shit in people's chats and actually became a decent man, a decent human being, you could get one all of your own. But if you act like, would you look? If you were dating a guy and you saw him talking like that in a chat, would you stay with him?
No.
Ta-da! That's your answer. If you're gonna go around the internet acting like a dick, imagine you've got your dream girl and they're seeing what you're writing on the internet. And what you're saying to other people and how you're acting and how you're spending your time while you claim to them you want to be successful and stuff and you're just like trolling people and talking rubbish. Alright? Just you know, pull up that mirror. Pull up that mirror. What is this thing about mushroom coffee? I haven't really heard about it, to be honest. Somebody mentioned it, but I haven't looked into it at all. Susie, I was 2 seconds away from doing that. See, Celtic's a gentleman too. He let you get there first. It was nice of him, wasn't it? Oh, what a gentleman. Nick says hi, Susie.
Well.
You guys can look. I don't expect much from you on the channel, right? But we're gonna autopilot that. Can we autopilot that? That if someone says hi, Susie, in the chat, I don't have to be like blah blah says hi. You can just pop up and say hi.
I'm not always reading.
Oh, the excuse. Sorry, guys. I tried. Just be thankful she's on camera at all. I love you. I love you. I'm sorry I've dragged you into my YouTube. Yeah, I gave up vaping not long ago, and everyone sort of saw me on the channel trying to refloor the garage, and I'd have to stop after an hour. I'm like burping like crazy, feeling dizzy and stuff. Yeah, giving up vaping was not fun. And like we saw all that on live stream here, man. Each day, me going burp, holding my chest and gasping for air and stuff, giving up vaping. But a couple of weeks later, I'm all right now. How are you, Susie? Nick asked, how are you?
Good.
She's just chilling. These are a couple of days off, so she's just blobbing. But I'm going to drag you down to the garage soon. Put her to work. Put her to work, mate. Do I need to trim the hair again? Somebody said it's getting too long in the other day. The beard apparently is getting too long. Apparently I'm starting to look homeless, a couple of trolls said. Should I trim it down a bit? What do we reckon, chat? What do you reckon? It is getting a bit feral, to be fair. She gave you a look. What look? A look for what? Drag you down to the garage. Is that look? Yeah, that was probably the look. Probably the look. We're not going to do that. That still goes down as like the weirdest channel I've seen, eh? Like I've seen some crazy people and stuff on lives. The channel the channel I'll never forget was just the girl and her boyfriend going ooh 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 for like hours. Like you'd pop back and you'd go back past it 5 hours later. It was like, really? Okay. Alright, it's my girlfriend, mate. My girlfriend, mate. You might want to get some glasses. I love that. People come in here, they're like, gay, 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 and then you show them the missus, and they're like, oh, that must be your boyfriend. You're still gay. Come on, guys. Find something better to do with your time. Yeah, I think that's the one, yeah. It's the chick that goes ooh all the time, and the boyfriend used to be in the background doing ooh-woos, and then they broke up, and then nobody in their chat can mention the ex-boyfriend, and it's all, I don't know, again, YouTube, just bullshit content, bro, just absolute brain rot. It serves nobody. It serves nobody but their own wallet. That's all they're doing it for. They'll be as fake as they need to be, they'll be whoever they need to be on the internet to make money. I'm not about it. It'll be what it'll be. It'll be what it'll be here, and I'm going to be me. And I'm trusting people to love me for it. She loves me for being this way. You fell in love. Like, if you can fall in love with me and live in a caravan with me when there was no evidence of a cabin, like literally where the cabin is, there was a couple of car wrecks and a wood burn barrel, right? That's when you moved in, eh? Was there? There was a gate, but there wasn't even a side gate. You had to step over a sheet of iron to get in and out of here, right? There wasn't a side gate. There was no cabin. There was car parts freaking everywhere.
The Hilux was there.
Yeah, the old 85 Hilux was where the cabin is. All that's been built and stuff. But she didn't have any evidence of anything but some dude with a lot of broken car shit sitting in a caravan with his dogs, But, if she fell in love with me as me, being like that, I'm not going to come on here and be fake. I'm just going to be me. What the fuck am I watching? What do you mean, what am I watching? Oh, I was looking up the hill at the gate and thinking and looking at the cabin on my brain. My brain. I have a booger. Hang on, I'll get it. Happy now? Got what you wanted? Got him.
You're gonna burn off your moustache.
Oh, I could do that. Let's do that. Throw a few uwoos in there and go viral. Just sell out my morality. Just sell out my soul to YouTube. Just give up on trying to be real on here. Just make brain rot. It is what you wanted? Alright, well, make sure you give me a like at least. Double poke me in the eye a couple of times. I gave you a moment. Are you happy now? Usually we just ban trolls immediately. I like the bless you when you say I've got boogers, a bless you is always good after a sneeze. Thank you, mate. Do I have a preferred method? What for, my friend? What for? And I'll ask you a question back. Besides the obvious, what is it you'd like to change about yourself? Besides the obvious. You didn't sneeze, you incinerated it. Yeah, fair enough. What language am I speaking? I'm speaking English. What country are you from? Tia Fireball. No, you're not. No, you're not. Well, where are you from, Fireball? Where are you from? And I'll try and do your accent for you. So you can understand. Where from you? I'll try and caveman. Where are you? Where are you from? Earth. Ball. Fireball. Where are you from, mate? You change everything. Michigan here. Oh, Michigan. All right, Michigan, USA. I got it. I can't really do Michigan, mate. I can do Texas. I can do Cali girl. Tariq trying to make the cream of some young guy himself at home. Medium, have you seen the Beavis and Butthead episode? The only Spanish they know is the Taco Bell menu. Oh man, I don't know if I used to enjoy Beavis and Butthead, but there's a lot of shows I avoid now that's just like too brain rotty to me. Like American Dad is kind of on the edge for me, where I'm like, I like King of the Hill and stuff, right? Michigan, classy. Is that sarcasm, CJM, or what is? I don't know anything about Michigan. You guys would have to let me know. What are you waking up in pain from, Mondo? Do you mean like mental health wise, mate? What you said? Do you have a preferred method? Every day sucks. I wake up in more pain than the day before. Today's the most pain I've ever had. How so, man? Like physical, mental? Like, if you can give me some context, bro, I can try. What you feel the problem is. Okay, I don't know. Scotty doesn't know either. Where are you from? I'm from New Zealand. New Zealand. Used to get stoned in my teenagers and watch all those kid shows with my younger siblings. I swear some of them shows were meant for stoners. SpongeBob especially. Oh yeah, definitely, man. Most of them were written by them. Physical pain manifesting from mental pain. Why do you think that is, Mondo? What's the problem? What's going on? Is it you feel you can't do something in life? You're lost, or what? Where are we going with this? Let me know, man. What's my advice for future generations? Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted by the entire everything that's happening in the world. Don't spend your time on things that do not return on your investment, like video gaming. You can get to the top level at like I did, but it's not going to pay you. Right? You use your time better. Use your time at something that's actually doing something for you. Don't look at all the things you can't control or change in the world. It's an evil world. There's a lot of bad people, a lot of bad shit goes on. But the less you look at that, the more time you have, the more peace you have in your mind, the more you can actually do what you want to do. Life's much shorter than you think. You don't want to get to my age of 39 and realise you've pissed away 15 years, I tell you. You'll get through it, Nick. You'll get through it, mate. You're young, mate. Just remember, this too. Everything always passes, Nick, right? You felt this way before, and then you're okay afterwards, right? It's just a repeat of the same. You made it through every other time. It's no different, mate. It'll work out. It'll all work out in time, mate. I pissed away 40 years and I would do it again. Oh, well, if you would do it again. But you see, if you got to the conclusion that you pissed away 40 years and I'd do it again, you lived a life you deemed worth it, didn't you? So that made you happy. There you go. You've already done it. If you do it all over again, then you didn't piss away 40 years, did you? You did exactly what you wanted to do. Might not be everybody's idea of what you want to do, with what you did, but I don't know. Not here for a long time, just a good time. Yeah. Yeah. Can't look at it like that. If you ain't never spent 15 years pissing, then you won't know what it's like either. Try to keep yourself level, mate. Yeah. For me, it's all experience, right? It's okay. I can't change the past. I do occasionally beat myself up in my head, like, man, I was thinking about this last night. It's like, man, I could have just got so much further if I told my shit soon and whatever. And that's like, I can't change time. Okay. But then it's just, just self-doubt from the past. And when I've fallen off focus and lose my way again, and the fear of that happening again when I have all these plans, and just feeling like I'm not enough and this and that. And it's just about keeping going, man. Just keeping going. That's all right. Like, again, you have your moments, right? I'm fine for the most part. I'm all good. It's just some days I'm just like, oh, man. And those are the days that, I have to override it, and I make sure I keep moving, and it all works out. Yeah, you can only do your best. That's it, CJ. That's fantastic words, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys supporting each other there. It's awesome. Where? Okay. Tastes like fitness. I know. We're freaking adorable. Wholesome moment. No, nobody clip that. Nobody clip that. Got Ray crying. Oh, yeah. So there will be a garage live tonight or tomorrow. I don't know when, but we're going to get down the garage shortly. Very shortly. I'm going to wrap this up in a moment, but we're going to get down the garage very shortly. Concrete in some stuff, shuffle some stuff around. But I do want to definitely do a stream where it's from the front of the garage view. Basically the door up with all the 6-car garage chaos it is because we built this new floor. And then I want to do a stream where it's just like 4 or 5 hours of shelving everything up and stacking everything and clearing it up again, and we'll sort of see what we've ended up with. What's up, my main half homeless dude? Yes, owning my own home is homeless now, apparently. You know, everybody paying off their house for 30 years, yeah, that's fine. But me outright owning my home because it's a small home in a caravan, it's not a home. Yes, right, that's it. I understand, mate. I understand the logic. It's societal expectations, I know, and we've all got to have let's all live in an apartment cube boxes. Let's live in a building where you get an elevator up, go down a dark hallway, and live in your little box. And catch the bus to work and be a good little boy. Let's all do that, guys. I'm sure we'll be so fulfilled, wouldn't we? Let's all live the exact same way, you know. Anybody ever watch the TV show Weeds? You know, little boxes on the hillside. Little boxes made of ticky-tacky, little boxes on the hillside. The boxes all the same. There's a pink one, and a green one, and a blue one, and a yellow one. And they're all made out of ticky-tacky, and they all look just the same. You see? I couldn't even have a cabin that looked the same as what everybody else was. I had to build this. Look at it. Look at it. Would you just look at it? Oh, mutt. I didn't want just a blooming boring ass box. It's just not. It's better. It's much better. Alright? You heard me? Yeah, Weeds, season 1 to 3. Yeah, then it got too unhinged. But yeah, the first 3 seasons of the TV show Weeds are a very good watch. It's about a woman who her husband. Essentially, it starts out that the husband has died while walking with one of his children. They're going for a walk in the nice neighborhood in the suburbs. You know, they've got the dream suburban, you know, life. And then the husband dies, and the wife has to keep the bills paid. So she starts selling, you know, to keep the bills paid, and then gets herself into all kinds of trouble and tribulations and stuff. It's very interesting, you know, good retrospective on good and bad decisions. Breaking Bad. Yeah, I've never seen Breaking Bad. Had a partner like, I don't know, 15 years ago. And she was unemployed and I was working full time. And we watched 2 episodes of Breaking Bad. And, we're going to watch this together. And then I came home the next day and she was up to like episode 10. I was like, okay. I was like, well, can you give me time to catch up? Yeah. And then within a week, she's like, I'm on to season 3. And I'm just like, pfft. So yeah, I just never ended up seeing it. Yeah, I've definitely seen clips from it and stuff and understand the lore of it, but yeah, it just never happened. You don't blame her for excluding me. Yeah, selfish behaviour. Selfish is what it was. It was selfish. Can we get to 80 likes? What do you reckon? I said I'd be off here about 7 minutes ago. I said we were wrapping up, but now we've got 19 people here again. So if we want to have a chat going, I'll keep going a little bit. I'll do another 5 or 10, but we need to go build my garage floor while I'm still motivated. Because otherwise I'm going to get off here. I'm going to be like, I'm going to lie down for an hour. Screw it. And I can't. I've got to be a good boy. I've got to work hard. I've got to build a life for this one. I've got to build a house. We've got to build some cars. We've got to fix the truck that we're going travelling in. And then we're going to do long form videos travelling in the truck. You see, look, I bought the truck. I've worked my ass off for years. We bought the truck, but then the gearbox blew up. We were going to go travelling in that and do long form overlanding videos. The channel was meant to be a little bit of lives and then long form overlanding videos, but we don't have 4th gear in the truck. Right, it's got a warning, it's got a ladder on it, it's got everything, right? But we can't use it. So, what are you giggling at? What's happening in the chat? I'm trying to show the people something. Where am I living? On Earth. Right, let me just, hang on. It's all going wrong. Do we all have kids? Yes, we have 2 fur children. If any of the members would like to use the emojis to show the fur children, they're over there at the moment. No, just a couple of dogs, mate. What were you giggling at? What have I missed on the chat here? Can she talk? Sometimes. She mostly just giggles. Not watching Breaking Bad is a sin. I'm sorry. 10-year major depression and anxiety. The resistance to treatment. Good time. Hey, good to see you here, man. Yeah, stick around if you want, bro. Good to. I'm in New Zealand. You asked where I'm living, New Zealand? Yeah, we have to share you with Susie, blah, blah. New movie, Citizen Vigilante, the most controversial movie of the year, based on true events in the UK. No, I'm good, Marco. No, I don't do any politics, man. I don't look at the world's problems, man. This channel is all about your own life and the people you care about and building that, because the world is a crazy place with all this evil shit. Like, if I spend all my time looking at all the world's problems and putting all my time and then stressing over that, I can't be in a state where I can actually function and build the life, right? So the best solution to all the problems of the world is there out of my control? What can I control? What can I build, right? And when you switch your focus over, that's what this whole channel is based around, man. Eliminating the distractions and refocusing yourself. That's what I'm here to talk about. I thought New Zealanders were all kind of wealthy for some reason. No. Why would you think that? There's all kinds of people in every country, mate. I don't know on that one. No, there's all kinds of people everywhere. I haven't heard a plane that sounds like that before. It must be a...
One of them little ones.
One of them little... It sounds funny. The pitch is... Usually they go... They don't go... Somebody tell me what kind of plane that is and I'll give you like a... Nothing. Right. Alright. What you doing, love? You're feeling... How long do you need to recover from your workout to go pour concrete in the garage?
I don't need to recover now. I'm fine.
Savage Goggins mentality over here. Damn. Shit. It's going to make me feel lazy. We have nice sweaters, onions, and wizards. Okay. Alright. I'm starting to wonder if I've been on YouTube too long now. Plane is an airplane, duh. Well, thank you, Mike Larry. We appreciate the clarification, bro. I was hoping for something a bit more specific, mate. It was good timing, though, mate. It was good timing. Good evening, brother. G'day, Boots. How are you? My name's Boots. My name's Jeff. Good evening. How are you? Well, not quite evening here. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I am looking at sort of wrapping it up, guys. We're sort of getting away from the topic a bit. I've been on here 2 hours, 40 minutes, so it's a joke. Yes, I follow it, Larry. I follow it, Mike Larry. I like the name. Mike Larry. Is it Larry instead of Larry? It's only got 1 R in it. 1982. Deep in the 40s. Yeah, he's got the unk jokes. He's got the dad jokes going on. Thank you for that, Mike. I do appreciate it, mate. Seattle, Washington. G'day. Key on a cat. Okay. Interesting name. How are you, Key on a cat? Enjoy your day then, Mark. Yeah, good to see you, Scooby. Thank you for coming by, mate. Thank you for coming by, bro. Hope you're keeping well. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up now. So the quick 30-second exit rundown. I will stream later today or tomorrow, probably a garage stream where we're doing the big working in there. We'll be back to work on motorbikes and cars soon, blah, blah, blah. Thank you to all my moderators for handling the bullshit every day. I appreciate all of you very much. Shout out to all my members for the support that's helping me get new equipment, tripods, blah, blah, blah. If you want to become a member, there are memberships there. Nothing is a member-only video. It's just to support the channel if you wish to, right? But I'm not going to paywall anything because not everybody can afford to get help. So I'm not going to do member-only. It's not pay-to-play here. I'm never going to do that, right? I'll leave it at that on that. If you want to support the channel, that's it. We've got like 45 members now. So thank you. But yeah, massive shout out to the moderators. Thank you for spending your time here. And thank you to everyone who's asked questions and stuff. We keep the chat going. We've got lots of likes and stuff. And I will be back later. Thank you all for being here. What else? Go check out my shorts. Just go watch a few of them, comment on them, throw some likes. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm trying very hard to build a very good channel here, so I need every bit of support I can get. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you later on. Sayonara. Bye. Goodbye. Have a great time.